Welcome, welcome, everyone. Welcome back. If you are coming back, welcome back. If this is your first time to the stream here today, welcome. We've got to go let everybody know on Discord. We're live for round 2 today. But something is different. Something has changed. It was quite unexpected to log into my character, who was struggling with killing Dominus in Act 3 yesterday. And now mysteriously... How do you spell mysteriously? Oh my goodness. There we go. Mysteriously, there is a wizard's hat and a level 65 champion. I think I'm only level 63. Oh, 65. I am level 65 champion on my account. Did some wizard level up my character? What sorcery is this? Find out more as we get to maps in stream number 3 of Delirium League. There we go. Send now. Got to put emojis in there. Otherwise the millennials will throw a fit. The millennials don't know how to read anything except emojis, right? By the way, you are all warned. I have not had caffeine in a very long time. And this little drink here says it's got caffeine. So you have been warned. Whatever jokes come out of my mouth, it's not my fault. I'm under the influence of caffeine. Definitely not my fault. Also, shout out to Mrs. Draconis and any of the little Draconis clan that are watching as they're supposed to be going to bed. My boy is asleep, so that's good news. But I think the girls are still awake. Oh, excellent. Excellent. Bucks, I'm glad to have you here for all of the coffee needs that we've got today. Welcome, Alan. Welcome, Skepsis. Welcome, Tim. All right, so what did I miss? We are now in Act 10. Let's bring you guys up to speed. We are in Act 10 on a champion. We have done 2 labs. We started off doing Master of Metal. Then we went Conqueror. And then next up, we will go Worthy Foe. And then for Uber Lab, we will either go Inspirational or First to Strike, Last to Fall in order to round out as a bossing character. Might be quite nice. Essentially, we need to reach low life in order to pop adrenaline. There's a couple of ways to do this. So I think I've got it figured out how I want to do it. I think I want to do it with a weapon swap, but I'm not sure yet if I still want to be committed to doing the Sinvictus Rampage weapon swap. So we will see. We will see exactly how that works. If you're new around here or if you're a veteran, then you know the way how things work around here. You can go ahead and like, subscribe, and ding the bell to be notified about more videos as they come out, and more discussions and more streams, as well as, of course, more memes. Speaking of memes, I've gotten a lot of questions here over the last couple of days about what builds I am playing and what builds I'm excited to play for 310. So I've decided to make a little image, and I'm going to try to add this to the stream here. We're going to try to add a list of characters to play. There we go. So we're going to try to find this now somewhere on my computer. Where did I put it? Where are my glasses, everyone? Where did I put my glasses? I can't find them. And we're hopefully going to have this little currently playing list. Oh my goodness, that's way too big. There we go. Hopefully we'll have that little currently playing list like next to me, kind of floating ethereally. It's probably not going to be legible for a whole bunch of you who are on phones. Actually, it doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look that bad. That about sums up my streaming experience. It doesn't look too bad. I guess it'll work. So currently we are playing a Cyclone champion, and then other builds that I want to play in 3.10 are Animate Weapon Necro, any spell plus Hierophant plus Archmage, which I really debated league starting. It was either that or the Cyclone champion, and I decided Cyclone champion at the last minute. And then Spectres Necro, that's going to be testing out all of the new Spectres, and then hopefully compiling some notes for the benefit of the community. And then fourthly, build a Magic Find Pathfinder at some point if I've got time. So we'll see how all that works out. Ambrose says, you're having another kid soon, so dad jokes are fine. Oh, excellent. As long as you guys are okay with my dad jokes, I'm okay with my dad jokes. All right, so along here, I want to be leveling up Molten Shell as high as I can go. I want to leave Precision down here. I found these Facebreakers. They do 712% damage, so I think I'm going to try to sell those. I'm going to put those in a 2C tab, and we will see what works out. At the very end of the stream, by the way, I was watching a guy named Good Guy Gandalf play, and I saw that he got an Exalted. So right now he's beating me in the Exalted count. So Iron has yet to find an Exalt, but that Good Guy Gandalf guy, he's already got one. So we'll see if we can't catch up to him here. Hopefully we'll find another Exalt since we get to push into maps. He only got us to Act 10. That's a double strike. That goes in, where is it? Price 1 Chaos? Yeah. There we go. Those are some quality gems there that we can turn into some GCPs if we need it. Daniel, welcome. Nice to have you here. What's up, DMG? Victor, good to have you here. Wasalo says, you have a tip to get a good defense layer again on Necro without Spirit Offering and cast on damage? Yeah, just use Cyclone and put in Bone Offering instead. Daniel says, funny, I did the same build, so you're having a boy? Yes. Me and the missus are having a boy. So we are very excited. We included a special message, like a secret message, in the 6 builds video. You'll have to go back and rewatch it to see if you can catch the special message, but about a day before the league announcement and we picked a league starter being a male, I wanted to have a secret message inside a video discussion. Hopefully it wasn't too cringy. We actually had a few people figure it out, so that was kind of fun. All right, we need to go down and find the Desecrated Chamber and take on Innocence. Oh my goodness. My fire resistance is terrible, by the way. That Good Guy Gandalf, he was not a very good guy when it came to farming up resistance items. I am sitting on an Exalt, though, so I might just break that and go grab some good gear. Because right now, this is what my resistances are at. Here's the update. 34 fire, 70 cold, and 54 lightning. It's actually not as bad as what it was. For a while there, it was terrible. Maybe we could get a Stygian Vise. Oh, the lag is back, I see. That's a fun feature. The lag has been really, really bad here on League Start. Is it just me, or is it you guys as well? Has lag been pretty rough for you guys? I tried earlier switching over to lockstep rather than predictive, and that was like unplayable. I was basically playing Bob Ross paintings of me playing the game. It was really bad. Let's see if I can do a research encounter. I doubt it, but you never know. All right, let's switch over to Sinvictus's. This is not going to go well. Look at that. I'm already dead, aren't I? I'm already dead. No? I've got Rampage going. That's good. I've got Vol Molten Shell going. That's good. Am I dead? I am so glad I'm not playing hardcore this league. Oh my goodness. Am I just going to constantly be stuck in that room? Maybe. Maybe. No, I'll be constantly stuck out here. Okay. Yeah, let's just Vol Cyclone right here in between 2 doorways. That's a good idea. Oh my goodness! Alright, where's the... Here we go. Here's the actual Immortal Syndicate. Wait. Where'd they go? She's over there! Go get her! Oh, it's Janice. Sorry, Janice. Didn't mean to assume your gender in 2020. Whoops. Alright, Orb of Chance. Did we actually pick it up? Janice. We want them to become trusted. Yes. As many relationships as possible in our Immortal Syndicate. So yeah, I might break that Exalted tonight and turn it into Chaos in order to buy upgrades. I might use it to start flipping cards for my own currency. I might use it. I might deposit it. I might not even use it. So we will see. What up, Shotgun? Good to have you here. Is there room in the guild? Presently, we have got reserve spots for Patreon supporters. But we are actually, I actually learned this league like this week. I went and moved over 1,000 points that I had purchased in order to expand the guild by another 100 members. And I learned that PoE guilds have a max limit. So we are at our limit right now for in-guild members and then for reserved spots for patrons. So that's where we're at the moment. I may do another guild at some point on my standalone account, but at the moment, since I've got all the points on my main account, we're just running one league. And it's kind of tough to run like 2 different leagues simultaneously on 2 different accounts. While, you know, this isn't my full-time job, while it's a hobby. With, what, 3 kids and another one on the way? It might be a bit much for me to try to run multiple different guilds. So that's where we're at. But I'll think about it. I'll think about it more. We'll figure out if there's some way that we could make that work. Maybe like a G3 too or something. I don't know. That just sounds corny, doesn't it? Maybe not. Maybe it sounds like a good idea. Alright, I want this cast when damage taken to be like really, really high level. Because I want it going off with Steel Skin, and then I want it linked with increased duration and Vol Molten Shell. So I don't want it to go off to interfere with Vol Molten Shell. But I do want it to go off for Steel Skin, and Vol Molten Shell will just be my panic button. Like right now. Because I'm lagging, and the game is not responding to anything. Here, let's just Vol Cyclone. Pull everything in. Everybody come here. Group hug. Group hug. Let's get some group selfies. I think death effects like Volatile Dead, the lightning after images, what else? The bone spikes. All of those are great ways to get yourself killed with Vol Cyclone. Hey, I'm rooted in place. I killed everything in one spot. Oh, great. And now all their on-death effects just happen to pop off at the same time. Right on top of my character. Oh, boy. That would be pretty rough. Can I not jump that wall? I've been able to flame dash that wall before. There we go. No, I can definitely jump it. It's just the lag. Yep. I'm standing on the other side of the wall. I already killed guys. There's dead bodies over there. Now I just can't move. Am I stuck in the wall? There we go. I'll try going around. Will that make you happy, computer? Dear server, will this make you happy? Man, I should start playing on one of these EU servers. All you guys from the EU are saying, Iron R servers are fine. Maybe I should start connecting to Germany or Amsterdam or something. Eventually, I'm going to need to upgrade my loot filter. I've been trying to hold off to get to maps. I've been trying to kill Kitava and then fix all my resistances from there. That's basically my goal. That's pretty much the idea. Also, by the way, shout out in chat. If you are a patron, make sure I posted something on the website today, on the Patreon website, just to say, hey, if you're a Patreon supporter, make sure you send me a PM on Discord with your in-game name, so that way we can get you invited to the guild. Like, I want to make sure that we get everybody that is a patron supporter in the guild, because we've got these reserved slots for you guys. So, want to make sure that we can get you guys in. So if you don't know what my Discord information is, you should be able to join our G3 Patrons Discord, which is down below in the video description. Again, it's free to everybody. There's just perks for patrons. So make sure if you're not on that Patreon Discord server, you can send me a PM by joining that Discord server, and then my name should come up at the very top of that members list. So make sure you just send me your in-game name, in-game character name that you would like invited to the guild. Because I think we still have like 10 Patreon supporters, I think, who are not presently in guild. And we've got slots for you guys. So I want to make sure that we get you guys in. Because we try to reserve those slots. Also, this zone, I think, is one of my favorite zones to level in, by the way. Desecrated Chambers, whether or not it's low level or at this level, like when I'm playing hardcore, I will oftentimes just do this zone multiple times to get some levels, to get some easy levels. I love it because it's mostly linear. I mean, it's a giant circle, right? But it's mostly linear in its progression, right? There's not a whole lot of dead ends that you get stuck on, which is really nice. It's not necessarily like the sewers or like the marketplace or like the slums of the city of Sarn, where there's a whole lot of various... Whoa, where am I? Where is my character? A whole lot of various different like dead ends and side paths that don't necessarily... They don't necessarily dead end, but they might curve in a funny way. Like if you pretty much stay on the outside of the Desecrated Chambers, you're pretty much going in the right direction. That's pretty consistent. One thing that this playthrough on this League Start has reminded me is that they redid the way how they randomly generate zones. And boy, I have definitely screwed up on my guesses of some of the spots. It's been not so good. Alan says, I play on EU servers today. It was actually doing good. No lag, no spikes. All right, there you go. I wonder if it's that the DDoS attack that happened yesterday, I wonder if it was targeted at like US servers or specifically anything. I wonder what that is. Like, I wonder what the source of that was. Well, the source obviously was hackers, but I wonder what the source, the target was. That's what I should say, not the source. If only I had the right words to use. Oh my goodness. Where's my character? Am I dead right now? Am I 3 screens back? Yeah, I'm 3 screens back. Okay. Let's pop up here. By the way, if you're interested in the exact build that I am playing and you want to replicate it, or you're just interested in it because you want to say, haha, that's what Iron's playing, it is down below in the video description as well. It is Dex2644's version of a Cyclone champion. He actually gives multiple different ways to play it, as either a champion or as a Slayer. So I am playing it as a champion rather than as a Slayer early on this league, because I don't feel like I need the Overleech. I would much rather have mitigation than Overleech, and champion comes with the mitigation. Although right now I'm probably going to die because I'm lagging so much. Oh my gosh. Are any of these guys dead? I am so glad I'm not playing hardcore this season. I'm so flippin' glad I'm not playing hardcore this season. I would have already quit the league. Oh man. I am so glad I'm not playing hardcore this season. At Shotgun, if that's you, my man, make sure you PM me on Discord your IGN for guild invite. Whew! There we go. Alright, what's this question here? The loot says, do you know if I can give my friend's guild to a buddy to make him leader? I don't want to lose the guild tab. Yeah, I believe you can promote somebody else to become the leader. I believe that's true. I believe that is, in fact, the case. Whew! All right. Hopefully that answers that. I just got a bunch of PMs, so that's good. Hopefully we got a couple people coming into the guild who are supposed to be in guild. Alright, now the nice part about this fight with the Varius reassembled is that it's relatively quickish. Unless he kills me a whole bunch of times. There's not too many different, like, multiple versions of him that you have to fight him in multiple different phases. It's not too bad. Whereas I feel like with Innocence, it's like you get through one phase, you got to go to another phase, and then he's got multiple phases in the middle that he stands there that you got to go through. I just feel like he takes a really long time to fight. And every time you think he's down, you're like, wait, does he have one more phase? I think he has one more phase. And sure enough, he almost always has one more phase. Whew. At least the Varius reassembled. It's just like, just kill him in this form, and he's dead. He's really dead. Critical Mass says, even without lag, Delirium is wild. Hardcore must be mega scary this league. Yeah. Yeah, I cannot fathom how scary it is in hardcore. Like, how many times have I died? What do you guys think? Drop a number in chat. How many times you think I've died thus far? I'm going to say it's over 50. That's my guess. I'm going to say I've died over 50 times. 10 of those times, I'm pretty sure, at least, was Act 1 alone. I think I died like 7 times to Brutus. It was bad. I was just like, whatever, it's softcore. It doesn't matter. Shotgun the boss down. Whew. Yeah, I believe you can promote your buddy, by the way, Lutz, if that wasn't clear enough. I believe you can. So, like, for instance, if I'm in guild, and I'm like, oh, hey, Fat Rat is on. I want to make this person promote to leader. That's the option. You can promote them to the leader, and then you transfer the guild over to that person, I believe. All right, Innocence Reborn, so we can go talk to Lonnie, and then I believe we can go kill Kitava. Do I want a 4-link? Do I want something to replace this? This chess piece is actually okay. I should probably go out and get like a decent chess piece. We'll just take a 4-link and drop it in the stash, right? Drop it in guild stash. Give it to somebody else. Let somebody else benefit from this thing. See how much life is on there. Any? Hey, cold. Lightning. Life. Armor. 2% fizz. Those are all good rolls. They're not great tiers of rolls, but they're all good rolls. Like, those are all useful. Look at that. There's a 5-link even in here. Wow. That's amazing. All right, what else do I want to do here? Let's put that in the uniques for anybody. There you go. Anybody can use that. Go for it. Anything else I want to do here? What is this? Maryland's Fallacy. Critical strikes have culling strike. Huh. I wonder if you can build around that. These are probably all things that could be built around. And probably are built around. I'm just not familiar with them. Alright, let's grab... Ooh. 15% increased global damage. Melee, cast speed, movements, mana, That's never going to sell. All of this stuff is never going to sell. This is my 2C never going to sell tab, and I'll sell it all and vendor it in a week. And by in a week, I mean like at the end of the league. It all goes to standard. Never sort anything. Just buy more stash tabs. Frederico says, I died in the coast with the first delirium. Oh man, you guys have got some low death counts. Blazer thinks 7. Skepsis thinks 37. Luke's thinks 5. Luke, I think I died 5 times before I even got to Brutus. Roderick 12. Zambi says 75. Ambrose 45. 42. 42. Wow, Critical Mass and Gamazon, you guys both guessed the same thing. That's funny. Yes, Pavel, Oak is bugged. Oak is 100% bugged, by the way, my man. 100% bugged. So if you were wondering, hey, is Oak bugged? Yes, he is bugged. All right, I could try to go out and buy a Combs. I've got an Exalt. How much is Combs right now? What are cards for Combs at the moment? That's a better question. Combs is 125 chaos right now. 135 chaos, 140 for Combs. It'd be a lot of life. What is like a corrupted 6-link right now? Actually, I should check. What are our Exalteds right now? That's what I should check. Because I'm probably going to have to break my Exalt into chaos. They're going for 75-ish? 79-ish? That's what they're buying for. Yeah, they're going for basically 80. All right. I will sell this. Where's my selling? Not my works of art. Where's my selling? Where did it go? We'll just put it here. We'll put it in works of art. And we're going to call this the sales page. What should we name our sales page this league? We've had the Walmart special before. We've had the Guild tab. What should we have? We've had the low price bargain tab. I think we're going to call this the co... Nah, not the co. Yeah, we'll call it the co-op. Get it? Like it's a cooperative environment. We'll call it the co-op. There we go. We're going to sell this little bad boy for... We're going to sell this for 81C. And we'll see who wants to buy it. We'll see how that number moves throughout the night. If that number moves at all. Mario says, hey G3, apart from Oak being a shadow, what's your take on Champion Cyclone or Slayer Cyclone? Dude, I would so much rather play Champion, like especially early on, for the tankiness. But that's just me. Doesn't make it right. Just makes it the way it is. All right, I'm 65. I'm fairly certain I'll die if I go into the Aspirants Plaza. Right? Azaro will kill me. I already died once. What was that? In normal or cruel lab. I died once, but I've got my caffeine, right? I'm only like 6 levels below the zone. All right, we got to do the tunnel. Yeah, it's level 68. Where's level 65? I feel like I could upgrade one of my weapons again. This is level 58. This one I think was like 58 or 60. I think is what it was. So I think both of these are like 220 weapons-ish. So I think both of them could use an upgrade. My ring is relatively strong. My rare ring, it's actually got like 70 life on it. I think it's a tier 1 or tier 2 roll on my ring. Am I remembering that right? Yeah, it's a tier 1 life roll. It's got nothing else on it that's good. But a tier 1 life roll. I could probably buy a better ring for like an elk. This amulet really needs to go at some point. It's just got crafted life and cold. So we'll do all of these upgrades here. Let's go get the tunnel done, and then we'll go get some upgrades. How does that sound? We'll go spend some money. Go get some upgrades, and then we'll die to Azaro, and then we'll feel really bad about it. I almost always die after I buy upgrades. Does that happen to you guys as well? I don't know why that is, but I die after I purchase upgrades. I don't know if it's just my hubris, if it's like I'm, thinking I'm invincible because I've got this new stuff. I don't know what it is. James says, call it the toilet paper for sale tab. Now that is an excellent idea. That is the best idea I've heard yet today. Excellent. Should have named the tab toilet paper aisle. That's what I'll do. That is an excellent name. And should my banking character this league, I guess, be called toilet paper for sale, right? Something like that. Something to that equivalent. Man, doing lab trials when it's laggy is really fun. Not knowing if you're dead or alive when you're running away from lab traps. Boy! Oh man, where am I going here? Where am I going? Here we go. When in doubt, pull up a map, right? That's why the icon for today's stream, for tonight's stream, is pull up a map. Because hopefully during this gameplay session, we will actually get some progress into maps, which would be pretty amazing. I think this would be like the first league in like a year that I've made it to maps by day 2. Usually, like my fastest over the last year has been day 3. So I think I'm actually getting faster. I think that's the good news here. I'm actually getting faster as a player. Victor says, I like farming the lab. Me too. I just don't like dying in the lab. Skepsis says, the animate weapon necro idea sounds cool. I might try something like that next. It is cool. And in fact, the build guide that we featured is a really, really solid build guide for animate weapon. So would highly recommend it. All right, so we got the tunnel done. I could go find the Stormblade. That would actually just give me some more levels. I should probably do that. Let's grab some more levels. I forget, where's the Stormblade? Stormblade's here. Queen of the Sands is here. Yeah, alright, so let's go here first. This will give me a few more levels. This will push me like to 66, 67-ish. 68, I think, is where most uniques are at for like build enabling stuff. And then I don't think anything is really locked to like super upper tiers except for like item levels at what, level 85, 86. If I could build up enough soul charges here, it'd be really nice to just Vol Cyclone. Get rid of these guys. That'll be fun. Pop Vol Cyclone in the middle of this encounter. Boom, just pull all the zombies in. Let's see if that works. Alright, Rock Thrower guys should be coming up. Let's try it. Yeah, it pulls in all the Rock Thrower guys. That's nice. There we go. Alright, there's the Stormblade. Deliver the Stormblade to Petrus and Vanja, and then we can go kill Shakira. Oh my goodness. Should I even try the lab tonight? I'm just gonna lag. Yeah, last season I upgraded my last rate glad for 40x and instantly died to the first metamorph. Oh, that sounds bad. And that was just your Watcher's Eye, right? Oh man. I don't want any of your gifts. Your gifts are all junk. Go away. Here we go. That's not junk. I was talking to them. I guess not. Now I am. It's going to be one of those nights. Alright, let's deliver this to Sin. Oh no, I need to use it to break away the blast. Okay, this needs to go into the Price 10 Chaos tab. Got a bunch of jewels already. I think this is the best one that I've got so far. Where is it? Increase attack speed with two-handed melee weapons, maximum life, and then reduce mana cost of skills. I think that's actually pretty good. If you're doing Cyclone with a two-hander, that's pretty much your jewel. Pretty much. Do you think Facebreaker Cyclone is good this league? I have a Facebreaker right now. I'm just not using it. I think it rolled like 712 is what it rolled. I also haven't tried to set it up yet. I could take my weapons off and see how good it is. Do you guys want to see? Do we want to see what Facebreaker can do? Let's see some Y's in the chat if you guys want to see what Facebreaker can do. Otherwise, I'm not going to waste time doing it. It might actually turn out to be a massive increase. I could just put it into POB, right? Could see what it does. Mario says, I'm going to do Impale Cyclone Slayer, but I haven't gotten very lucky for first day drops. Yeah, I wouldn't say that I've gotten lucky either. Until that Gandalf guy got that Exalt, it's been pretty sparse. I've just been doing, like, alchemy and single chaos purchases. The biggest purchase, I think, so far that I made were these weapons that I'm using now that were 2C each. So, people saying, like, oh, melee is terrible. Melee is unplayable in 3.10. Why would you ever play Melee? Like, you can play Melee. You can still kill the whole game. Especially in a trade league. You can get really good stuff for really cheap. There we go. There's level 66. Let's see if this zone will take us up to 67 before we fight Shakira. This is usually a pretty big zone. But maybe not this time. Where's the mirror? There it is. Let's see if this will take us up to 67, or if this will just get us killed. I'm trying to go through the mirror here. Oh my gosh. My game just broke. Am I dead? Alright, we got Rampage going. Did I weapon swap back yet? Still haven't weapon swap back. Okay, there we go. Weapon swap back. So we have Rampage. That's good. Let's stay moving. Let's Pull everything into the blender, chop it all up, and then get moving again. Oh my gosh. Popball Cyclone is such a bad idea with this mechanic. It's probably my worst idea since my last worst idea. Oh, that's a big explosion. I cannot see anything that is happening. I don't know if you guys can. It must be your young millennial eyes. It must just be that I'm a boomer. Ah! Is this the direction of the fog? I think it is. I think this is the direction of the fog, but I'm not certain. Am I dead? Doesn't say I'm dead. Not yet. Pretty soon, though. Let's pull everything in. Am I dead? I got what? Three pieces of currency? 3 currency drops there as rewards? Vol, scouring, fusing, chaos. Nice. Not bad. Did not get a level from that zone, though. Wow. Way overestimated that. Alright, what was I working on over here? Oh, yes. Soul of Steel. So this should give us, what? Resistances as well as all resists here in a second. We're at 39, 75, 59. That's okay. It's not great amounts. Oh, this is the Forbidden Vault. Okay, so I actually didn't go the right way. I need to go up further. She up here. By the way, my loot filter presently is Stupid Fat Hobbits. I like to use Stupid Fat Hobbits for League Start, and then I usually switch over to Neversinks. And then after I switch over to Neversinks, I usually customize my own. That's what I've done the last 2 leagues. I can foresee myself doing something similar to that this league. So we'll see. We'll see if anything changes. I'm not anticipating anything changing. Let's get Precision up on here, because we don't want Rampage. It's a boss. Rampage isn't going to do anything for us on a boss. I think I might actually try the Labyrinth on like a EU server. This is pretty interesting. If I have one of these hiccup moments and I'm on top of a trap, or I'm in the midst of like leap slamming over a trap, that could be bad. The next screen that's going to populate is just going to be Resurrect in town. She's actually doing like surprising small amounts of damage to me. Which that's good. I'm not upset by that. I'm just a bit surprised that we're already doing like decent damage. Usually I have a hard time with her. Maybe not this league. Maybe if I stand still and I'm rooted in all this sand. Man, Cyclone has got so much quality of life. There's too much quality of life on this thing. Alright, away we go. Let's go back to Highgate. Vav says I got 12 incubators from 1 delirium. Oh, nice. Alright, do you guys want to see those deaths now? We've all made our predictions. Have we given plenty of time for everybody to make predictions about my deaths? Get your last minute predictions in. And where do those Facebreakers go? We'll try these Facebreakers out. Cowshead says, "Oh, where were you, G3 Iron? You missed a wizard." Oh man, I really did. I don't know. Like yesterday, I was struggling with Dominus and like in my late 30s in levels, and then boom, I come back and like, I guess this wizard guy really got me some good levels. All right, there's Soul of Steel. That's a whole bunch of physical reduction, a whole bunch of armor. Look at my armor now. Woo! Then I get 1,000 flat armor once I impale somebody. That's great. Does nothing for my resistances right now because my resistances aren't capped, but whatever. All right. Let's type in deaths. Here's the drum roll. Here's how many deaths we've had so far on Duelist Draconis. 55 times. I said over-under was about 50, right? That's not bad. Mrs. Draconis, if you're watching, what do you think? Over-under? Not bad? So for those of you who don't know, Mrs. Draconis and I have a wonderful tradition that we have where we will, on car trips, we will intentionally use a GPS to like determine, hey, how long or how far we've got to go and when we will arrive at our destination. And then what we'll do is we'll stop looking at the GPS. We'll drive for a while. Let's say the destination is 3 to 4 hours away. Let's say we're driving to visit family across the country. And after we've driven for a while, we'll actually stop looking at the GPS, and then we'll do an estimated arrival time between the two of us. One of us has to set the over-under, and the other one of us has to then make a prediction about either we will arrive over, in other words, later than that time, or sooner than that time. And so that's always fun. We like to make that sort of prediction together. So 55 deaths, not too bad. So our Cyclone here, we're going to try this Facebreaker experiment. Our Cyclone in town is telling us that we do 4,127 damage with our current weapon setup. If we take our weapons off and we put on Facebreakers, our current damage will go to, oh, of course, now we don't have enough int. So be it, so be it. Here we go. We'll try it this way. This will actually give us a truer indication. Okay, truer indication with no cold damage to attacks. All right. So we're at 4,500. How did we go up in damage? Oh, because of infusion. That's right. Infusion actually gives you less damage, right? Yeah. Okay. So if we swap over to Facebreakers, what will we do on our Cyclone? Why is this not working? Oh, because I can't use it. I can't use it in town. Can I use it in my hideout? Let's see what happens. I swear, there's so many bugs right now going on with the tooltip and with weapons. Like, there's a bug going on right now that if you're using two of the same weapons, sometimes your damage just doesn't work. That's why sometimes you'll see me Cyclone, and then I'll stop Cycloning. Okay, can I not use Cyclone with Facebreaker? Is that what it is? Oh my gosh. There are so many changes. I used to be able to do that. No? Alright, I have to use a different skill. All right. What's a Facebreaker skill? What am I missing here? Oh my gosh, it's been so long since I played Facebreaker. I don't remember. Ground Slam. We'll do Ground Slam. All right. Ground Slam with weapons is going to be how much? Where's my regular Ground Slam? Just regular Ground Slam, not Vol Ground Slam. Regular Ground Slam. Where'd you go? Oh, I can't use it. Can you not use it with swords? Oh my gosh. So I have to choose something that I can strike with. That I can't. Oh my gosh. Smite. Smite. Okay. Smite. Let's try Smite. I can use Smite with swords. Good call, Mario. Let's use Smite. And we can do Facebreakers. Oh my gosh. There's so many different things that are bugged right now. Let's get this to work. We will make this work, people. All right. Here's Smite. All right, Smite. Boom. Hideout. Boom. Oh my goodness. If you're enjoying the shenanigans so far tonight, by the way, go ahead and make sure that you smash that like button. Oh my goodness. Make sure you smite that like button. There we go. That's a better way to say it. All right, so we'll put this in place of Ground Slam. Our Smite with 2 swords equipped, according to the tooltip, says it does 2,500 damage. I'm going to swap these around and see if it stays the same, just because so many things are buggy right now. Oh my gosh, everything is bugged. Everything is bugged! I should have used BOB to test all of this stuff. Will this go back to 25? Or will it be another number? Nope, 8 went back to 39. Oh my gosh, do you see what I'm saying? If you were using 2 of the same weapon, public service announcement. Public service announcement. If you are using two of the same weapon, it bugs every time you go into an instance. So just be aware. Yes, folks, I know that Cyclone is supposed to work with Facebreaker. It doesn't right now. It's bugged. Everything is bugged. The short summary of everything right now is that it's bugged. All right, so Smite, with just Facebreakers, says I will do 370 DPS. There's me smiting. Oh, and that's the same link and same setup. Oh my gosh, I'm pulling up POB. Forget this. Where's my build? Import build. Start. Oh, everything about the game is bugged right now. Oh, it's so much fun. It's so much fun. There we go. All right, where's my character? Draconis Duelist in Delirium. Oh, and there's an error. What? Is there an update here for this error? What is this error? Why you make error, game? Why you have to make error? All right, go to items. No, this is... What? This is not mine. Import mine. Oh, I need to do it on a new one. That's right. Now this one's actually user error. Okay. New. That one's actually user error. There we go. Nope, that's not error. That's just straight up, hey, this isn't working right now. Did that work? I couldn't import the tree? What is going on? What is going on here? See program data, path of building, launch, function, import passive tree. Yeah, that's what's not working. Oh my gosh. It pulled my skills, it pulled my item. Alright, so if I swap off a Facebreaker here with no passive tree, this says my average damage on Popball Cyclone. Where's regular Cyclone? Do I have my swords? No, it says nothing is saved in here. What is this one called? Torment Sever and Woe Slicer. Are those in here? No, they're not saved. Oh my goodness. What is going on? Let's just go back to Dex's POB. Well, folks, I tried to show you. I genuinely tried to show everybody what the comparison was for POB. Oh man. We tried. We tried. Oh man. I used POB and I used in-game. What else am I supposed to do? Alright, convert that to 3.10. Swap over Dex's build from a Slayer to a Duelist Champion. And select Master of Metal. Select up through here for Worthy Foe. And then I'm not sure what I'm going to pick next. Whether it's Inspirational or Adrenaline. Okay, let's put our Facebreakers back. Those Facebreakers. Those are some pretty great Facebreakers right there. Oh, POB is not downloading an update, by the way. Oh, man. Do you have any new jewels? I heard those screw it up. No, I have no new jewels. Look at this. This is my passive tree. It's as basic as it can get. I've got a spot for a new jewel down here. Once I get 3 more passives, I can go ahead and start using them. I'm actually going to refund these 2 passives, so I've got 2 more passives that I can refund, which will either go down towards here or towards something else that's useful and helpful on the inner workings of the build. All right, well, I'm so glad that we did all that. I'm so glad that we spent the time to figure out that nothing was working. All right, let's get Pride back in here. Where was Pride at? Didn't I have Pride in here somewhere? Yeah, not Smite. Smite, go away. That Smite was cursed. Yuck. All right, let's take a look. Can I actually get any upgrades on my weapons. I was limiting my weapon upgrades prior to really low levels, like level 61-ish. So I'm level 68 right now. Facebreakers, you say? Oh, nice. 799%. Those are nice. Nice. Those are pretty nice. All right, so let's go look for a sword. Let's go do a trade search over here. Let's look together. Come, my friends. Let's look together. Let's look up a sword. And max level requirements are 66, so that way we can use it. One-handed sword, not axe. Chaos Orb equivalent, we're going to go for 4. 4 is the top that we're going to spend right now. I have 4 Chaos. Not going to spend more than 4. DPS at max. Oh, I just put sword, didn't I? Show filters. Two-handed sword, yeah, but one-handed. Here we go. Physical DPS. It's still the Skava. The attacks per second are just atrocious with this, though. I'm really surprised that it goes that high, that we don't have rares that are that good yet. Well, this rare is 253. What's the attacks on it? 1.5? So it's still worse. Wow. Wow. We'll get better global crit strike chance when in the main hands. This is with 2 green sockets already. So that gives us 20 crit multi. And then a red socket. Attack damage leached as life. I could use that. Let's go for the Skava. Let's see what we can do here. Let's see if this guy will actually sell. I was trying to sell or trying to buy Skavas from people earlier for like 1-2C. Nobody was interested. So we'll see if this is genuinely an upgrade. I've had some issues without using clusters too. Yeah, something is going on right now. Whether it's my client, whether it's server side, I don't want to place blame on somebody whose fault this is not. I'm just saying. I'm not saying. I'm just saying. Something's going on right now. I'm not saying, I'm just saying. All right, let's see how big of a change this is. This might not even be an increase. This might be a DPS loss, as a matter of fact. We don't know. We won't know until we get out and we try killing some monsters and the game freezes every 10 seconds. Shotgun says, does it take some time for Discord to update Patreon connections? Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. I would just recommend using the Discord link down below in order to join our Discord server. That would be my best guess. All right. Let's see if this is working. We're having some guild issues here for a second. Let's see if we can't get this sorted out. So often, folks are so used to, and it's nobody's fault. Again, this is nobody's fault. So many people are used to using account names in order to get invites that people are not used to sending character names. There we go. Yay! For invites into guild. Like, so often, so many games require your account. And so a lot of people just aren't used to that. So people will send me their account information, their account name, and it's like, I can go in there and manually look up a character, but if they don't have it open, if they don't have their character profile open, then even then I can't go in and help them out. All right, so which one of these is better? 68 to 208 111 to 202, 127 attack speed, 155, 6.15 crit chance. Let's see what this says on my tooltip. 7363 is what it says. But is that lying? Is it lying? 6731. Is it lying? 7683. 7196. I think this is the best one. 7683. Yeah, this is the best one. Alright, this is the best setup. This sword goes bye-bye. See ya, Swordy. Alright, Ancestral Protector and Brutality. We just need the Ancestral Protector. Do I even need the Ancestral Protector at this point? I don't think I do. No thanks. No thanks. It's very kind. Very kind, Sonny. I'm using swords at the moment, Sonny. Thank you for the offer, though. Alright, I'm looking for a War Chief. Is there a Vol War Chief in here? Yes, Ancestral War Chief. Alright. Woohoo! Being near this guy will grant me more melee damage. That's what we wanted. Alright, can we go sell this for 2 chaos? And then what else do we want to do? In here, I could be doing a weapon swap setup. But I also could have some gems in here. Can I hit 4 sockets? No? I can hit 3 sockets. I'll be happy with that. Let's level up. Ground Slam all the way up. What else do we want to level up? Any other gems? Animate Weapon, we definitely want to level up. And any blue gems? Let's level up Ray Zombie. There we go. Alright, and away we go. Let's go see what we can do here. Let's... Wait, is this my weapon swap setup? This is my main hand setup. I need to fix my main hand setup. Holy crap, this is bad. Alright, Ancestral Call. Yes, I can. There we go. Boom. Shoddy. Yes! Welcome. There we go. Welcome, Shoddy. You made it in. Alright. Other things on my bar that should not be here. Blood Rage should not be here. This is where Ancestral should be. This is where Leap Slam should be. This is where Popball Cyclone should be. Yeah, so that's good. This is where what should be in W? W is... Don't I have another Vol skill? Yep, Vol Ancestral. And then Vol Molten Shell. Okay. Excellent. All of these should be attack without moving. Good. Good. Always attack without moving. I mean, isn't it always kind of set up as always attack without moving? Isn't Cyclone always by nature that way? Alright, so what else do we need set up here? We need Pride. There we go. Now I have like 0 mana, but I have enough to Leap Slam and I have enough to Cyclone. Alright, let's go try the next lab. Whew! Trading early on might be the way to go. Yeah, if you're getting bad drops, definitely. Mike says, Iron, I'm playing ED Contagion and I made it to Maps Tier 5. I'm dying frequently, but I got maxed out Resistance, 5k life, and 1.1k, I assume that's Energy Shield, not life. Do you have any advice for adding one more layer of defense? What's your Ascendancy, my man? I assume you're a Trickster. What did you go for your Ascendancies? Did you already get your... what is it? Essence Reaper? Or Dance with Death? Shroud? Ghost Shroud? Essence Shrouds? Did you already get the defensive portion of your tree? Yay or nay? Because that's a pretty important part. If you have that or not. How's this damage feel? Well, when the game is actually responding, it feels pretty good. Also, depending on your gameplay style, like 5.5k life, some people can kill Uber Elder with 5.5k life, because some people can kill Uber Elder, you know, just because their mechanics are ridiculous and they never get hit by anything. Other players, you need a bigger health pool. So if you notice that you need a bigger health pool, then you got to go, hey, I need a bigger health pool. If you're dying to stuff and you have a big health pool, then maybe you need to go, hey, what's my armor at? Because it could be that you're dying a whole bunch to physical damage, which if you are running a Trickster and you're running like Acro, Phase Acro, and all of your gear is going to be evasion and ES-based gear, then you're not going to have very much physical resistances, right? That's why your dodge chance is so important, so that way you don't actually take any physical damage. Because you have basically no mitigation built into your build. That's why taking the defensive side of the Trickster Ascendancy is really, really important. So that way you can mitigate whatever damage that is coming in, because basically that's your entire source of physical mitigation in that build. Speaking of physical mitigation, holy crap, that was a big hit. Azaro's totally going to kill me. 100%. He's going to slam me. Patient Reaper and Escape Artist. There you go. Eric says, wait, my Cyclone works with Facebreaker? There you go, man. You're just one of the chosen. You're one of the chosen that it's working with. Mine doesn't. Jazz says, what's AW Necro? Oh, that's Physical Thorns. Am I dead? Am I, like, look at this. Am I dead? What is going on here? AW Necro is ancestral, not ancestral. Animate Weapon. It's Animate Weapon Necromancer. Alright, let's hop here, hop here, hop here. Don't worry, we're just going to hop into these death traps and instantly die. That one was close. Am I dead? I'm dead. No? There's the key. Okay, I'm not dead. I'm going to die. This lab run is not going to go well, and I'm going to end up tilted. That's just the way how it's going tonight. Mike says, I don't have armor. I only have life, ES, and evasion. That's fair. What's your... You said Trickster is Patient Reaper and Escape Artist? I think that's what you want. Let me check this really quick, as I'm in the lab, and I'm going to die. Do you have over here? Yeah. Ghost Dance, Escape Artist. What's the other one? You have Patient Reaper already? Yeah, so you're just waiting on Uber, right? You're doing ED Contagion. So do you have Blight in your build? Because I use Swift Killer when I use Blight, but if I'm not using Blight, I don't use Swift Killer. So that's just another consideration. Prolonged Pain is usually Uber when you're going the damage route on Essence Drain, Contagion. So at that point, if you are still dying and you're at 5.1k life, you've just got to play in a more cautious manner. You're not going to run into packs. You're going to stay away from packs. You want packs to essentially be on the outer side of your screen while you're fighting them. So you don't want to be anywhere close to them. You want them as far away from you as possible. If they are anywhere close to you, then you want to use your movement skill to get away from them. You're not going to use your movement skills to actually get in range of enemies. You're going to keep yourself... Wait a minute. I can actually do this now because I'm using a green screen. You're going to keep yourself roughly... Here we go. Because I'm using a green screen. Okay, can you see this? Here is G3 Iron's character. All right? This area over here is like the distance that you want your ED Contagion enemies to be. You want them to be like half a screen away from you. If your character gets too close to enemies, they're going to get their abilities off. You're going to die. That's just the way how it works. So if you're getting too close, like evasion and dodge are really good, but they're not so good that they're going to keep you invulnerable, right? Eventually you will die if you let packs of enemies continually hit you. So you've just got to be aware of that, and you've got to adapt your gameplay to the style of gameplay, to the style of build that you are running with the defensive mechanics that are present. Of course, anybody can say, we'll get better items, upgrade your gear, and that's true. But more often than not, improving your gameplay itself is something that, regardless of your gear, is going to prove fruitful. So, as I say, improve your gameplay. I'm now going to run through these traps absolutely flawlessly with zero lag and get to the other side and kill Azaro and get my next Ascendancy. Right? That's the way how this is going to happen. Nope, I'm going to die. All right, this is a timed one. This is not. These are all sensitive. These are all pressure sensitive. There we go. We made it through. Whew! I didn't lag out and die yet. We'll save that for the last Azaro fight. That's what we did last lab. We saved our death for the final fight. If you die to Azaro, you want to die to Azaro like right away. You want to find out your build sucks for the content that you're in right away. You don't want to get through a bunch of content and go, maybe I'm good, and then not have it work. InScore says, stupid question, I just came back to the game in the middle of a metamorph. What benefits are there to being in a guild? Did all of metamorph also? I'm going to let you guys answer that. A bunch of you guys are in guilds, whether you're in the G3 guild or other guilds. I'm going to let you guys answer that. I'm not going to tackle that one. I feel like I would be biased in saying what the benefits of being in a guild are. Like, of course I'm going to be biased. I'm in the guild and I love being in the guild with everybody. So. Am I dead? I think I'm dead. Nope, not dead yet. Okay. I just feel like I should be dead, but I'm not dead yet. Whew. I just feel like I should be. Mike says, TY Iron, appreciate the input. First time playing this type of character. Hey, no problem, man. I love playing an Essence Drain Contagion character. I'm skeptical about it this league, so Mike, I'm actually going to depend on your feedback and others like you who are playing Essence Drain Contagion to let me know how it works with the mechanic. I just was a little worried about Essence Drain Contagion and league starting it this league because of the monster health buff in 3.9. I thought it might be a little bit much for pushing Essence Drain Contagion very far. Especially on a budget as a league starter. And then beyond that, I was a little bit worried that the fog might actually move too fast for Essence Drain Contagion to keep up with. Like, with the way how the fog mechanics work, I know that might sound silly, that anything could move too fast. But I thought because you have to stop and actually cast Essence Drain and then Contagion on top of it to get the combo working, I was a little bit worried about how that combo was going to work with the fog. Doesn't mean it's not going to work. I'm just saying what my fears of it were going into the league prior to actually visually knowing exactly what it would look like. Am I dead yet? No, not yet. Man, the lag is terrifying. Alright, where's Azaro number 2? Where's fight number 2? Soon? Soon? Oh my gosh. Am I dead? Oh my gosh. You guys see what I'm saying? You're on one screen, and now you're 3 screens away. Oh. Mike says, the benefits of being in a guild depends on the guild you're in, but being in a guild usually means you get help and guidance. That's a good general starting spot. Eric says, yo, is it just me or is every freaking monster hella thick this league? You're right, Eric. If you're fighting delirium monsters, they scale, like their HP scales exponentially the longer you go in the zone with the fog scaling. So it's legit. Roderick says, nothing hurts my soul more than getting killed in the final Azaro phase in Uber Labs. Yeah. Loot says, past that, don't view a guild as benefits. It's meeting new people, getting a build together, gear, help, etc. It all comes from making friends. If none of that appeals, then a guild might not be for you. Hey, that's a great way to put it, Loots. It's a social network of, a social community of other players. Social network sounds like social media. It's a social group of people who are a community gathered together for the collaborative purposes of helping one another further their goals, right? This is why I said I'm pretty biased, because not every guild is going to be like that. But that's the way how we try to function as a guild. Doesn't mean we always function perfectly that way. But it means that when we fail, we try to go back to the drawing board and work it out. That's the ideal, anyway. Am I dead? Nope, not dead yet. Okay. Let's keep it that way. Those big bone slam skeletons that you see, the really, really tall skeletons, they're actually monsters in the game that can do some of the most amount of damage. Their big slam is legitimately a really big slam. Victor says, benefits are you are getting a ton of help, playing together, progression, or just having fun playing the game. Yeah, a whole bunch of people in guild on voice comms for our guild have been in voice comms and trading back and forth. Both items as well as skill gems, if you need skill gems, especially early on. Waypoints early on. It's really good. I've gotten like 0 Volsouls this entire instance. Did he just speed up? Oh my goodness. Okay, I didn't have Fortify there. Am I dead? I'm dead. He is totally going to kill me. He's even got the goddess with him today. Oh my goodness. And he's got his slam. I'm dead. How am I supposed to react to that? You're not. You're not. Oh, these servers. I should swap servers. That's what I should do. Well, one thing that feels good is I didn't die to Zaro during the final phase. It was during the second fight, not the final fight. So that's at least a benefit. All right, let's do this trade, and then let's swap servers, because this is getting ridiculous. Hopefully you guys saw that lag. Or maybe that's just, maybe it's not lag. Maybe I really am just that slow. I'll leave that to you guys to tell me. Maybe I really am just that slow. Exit to login. Alright, so we're playing on Amsterdam right now, supposedly. Let's try Texas. Supposedly. Supposedly we were just trying Amsterdam. Maybe that's why I was lagging. Because I had already done that earlier today. I was like, alright, I'm going to swap. I'm going to see what happens. Let's see what happens now. Where should I go to see what happens? Let's do a run through the Desecrated Chambers. Stefan says, need help? I can easily carry you. That is very generous of you, Stefan. The goal here is to get it done without a carry. That's the goal. That's the goal. League start without a carry. Here we go. This actually feels better. Okay. So maybe it was just me being laggy getting to Amsterdam. Earlier, that pretty much solved my lag. I wonder if that was the reason why Facebreaker also wasn't working. That'd be weird. When you connect to the game from certain locations, certain skills just won't work with certain configurations. Nah, that doesn't make sense as an error. That doesn't make sense. Alright, this is a heck of a lot smoother. There we go. It's almost like this is the way the game was meant to be played. With servers that are closer to my computer and to my local network. Huh. Fancy that. Alright, where are we at now? We're at 65, 66. Yeah, this should get us to 67. Is that a Chrome? No, it's just 4-link. I'd rather have the Chrome. Hey, look, my weapon swap. Does it work? Does it work now? Yeah, my weapon swap works now. Look at that, guys. Weapon swap works. Woohoo! Oh, that's so exciting. That makes me so happy. Look at that. I've got Rampage now all the time. It's great. Woohoo! Now we can just leap slam to our heart's content, Rampage to our heart's content. Oh, this is so much smoother! Yes! Yes! It's like my head after a fresh shave. Yes! Oh, yes. Speaking of which, I should probably do that soon. Get a fresh, clean cut going for when the weather gets nice outside. It's not a bad idea. Oh, look at that Rampage go. Woohoo! Rampage is such a great visual indicator. Like, it's just a great amount of feedback that the game gives you, like, telling you, hey, you're doing a great job killing monsters right now. It's just a picture of a person thumbs-upping you, right? Killing monsters without Rampage is like, eh. It's a person just sending you an email that says thanks. Playing with Rampage is a person sending you a GIF that just constantly repeats the phrase, "You're amazing." And it's like an Abraham Lincoln picture with 2 thumbs up. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, this is good. Let's try the Labyrinth again. Maybe he'll kill me now. Maybe it's just because of my ridiculously low HP pool. What am I at right now? I'm at 3,500. I'm on a 4 link. I could try to purchase an upgrade as a 5 link. We could try that. What else could we do here? A couple things that we could upgrade. Let's upgrade this amulet. I've got 2 chaos here. All right, let's come over here and look for a better amulet. So what do we have right here? We've got cold resistance and life, but I also have dex and intelligence, so I need the dex and intelligence. I need the dex and int. All right, so an amulet. That's got dex and intelligence, dexterity. On the implicit. And then it's got life with the pseudo maximum. And what are my other resistances? That's cold resistance. So we could use some fire. Well, this is because nothing is working right now. But this just only has 17 cold resistance on it. Okay. So we could use fire, cold, and lightning. We could use some triple resistances. Let's see about fire and cold. See how much this is going to cost me. No results found. No results found. Oh, it's just this. There we go. No? What am I doing wrong here? Is it amulet that I shouldn't be typing in? There it is. Boom. And put the maximum search at 2. Alright, so let's look for maximum life. Okay, 112 maximum life. That's a lot. But that's only got 5 all resistances. It's got 11 all resistances. That's 2C. That's just crafted all resistance. That's increased global physical damage. That's nice. That's actually pretty nice. The mana is a wasted slot for me, though. 41 fire resistance. That's a lot. Let's look and see if we can find any with, like... Let's look and see if we can find some with 20. If there's anybody out there selling for 2C. Ah, not bad. There's some out there. 34-25, lightning damage, cold damage, physical damage to attacks, all resistances, and fire and cold crafted. That's not a bad roll. That's not a bad combo. Alright, let's see if we can find you here. This is pretty good. This doesn't have that much life, and it's got crappy fire damage, but it's got all attributes, and then 20 and 20, 48. It's got increased attack damage and cold damage to attacks. That's kind of lame. Increased cold damage. That's also pretty lame. Yeah, these life totals are now actually pretty low. All right, so let's do this. Rather than cold and fire, let's look up lightning. Let's look that up. The all attributes might actually come in handy here. That's got intelligence on there. It's also got spell damage. Lamau! Who needs spell damage? Ooh, life, intelligence, strength, lightning, cold, and all as well. Ooh, strength and dex, lightning, cold, critical strike chance. What's my critical strike chance presently? Let's check that. Main hand, chance to crit. 13%. So we could definitely use the crit. I think I'm going to go with this one, though. This one's way more cold, and it's pretty much going to set me up for my cold, if this guy's here. It's only 1C. We'll see if this guy's here or not. Looks like he's here. Hey, welcome to the guild, Muldoon. Welcome. Alright, now let's see how badly this will break my stat requirements. It didn't break my stat requirements at all. Alright, what did that do for my resistances? 54, 76, 76. It looks like my cold resistance will actually be good after I beat Kitava. My life went up a little tiny smidgen. It doesn't have room for crafting, but that's okay. Alright, so that's actually pretty good. My belt, I could go for something that's not the Magnate. Could go for something with life plus resistances. But at the moment, I'm just going to need fire and lightning resistance after Kitava. These gauntlets, I'm only using them because they're a 3-link right now. So let's take a look. Let's take a look. All right. Where did my trade screen go? We're going to look for gauntlets that give us life and then fire resistance. And what else? I guess physical to attacks. I guess that's what we're going to look for. We're going to look for gloves. Gloves. We're going to look for life. We're going to look for fire resistance. And we're going to look to adds physical damage to attacks. And we're going to limit our search to 2 chaos expenditure, right? How much do I have? I think I only have 1 chaos now. Yeah, I only have 1 chaos. But maybe I can give somebody like 2 alks or something. Maybe they'll be fine with that. Alright, let's look for the total maximum life. Oh, look at this. 97 maximum life. 7% lightning resistance. 22% fire resistance. 3 to 4 physical damage with attacks. And it's not corrupted. That's a lot of life, too. I think I'm going to go for this one. There's fire and cold. That adds slightly better physical. That's the top tier physical damage. It adds 87. It's 10 life difference. It's 10 life difference between these two. The fire resistance is slightly worse on this one. This one's got more cold resistance. I don't need more cold resistance. This one has just as much armor as the other one, though. Let's go with this one. Yeah, it's just as much armor. And this one's only 1C. Let's try this. Let's try this. We'll see if this guy's here. Is that the same guy? I have no idea. No, it's not. The last one was Delirium Starter Mine. Let's do this guy. See what comes of it. And then onward to maps. We will go defeat Azaro again. Kill Kitava. Oh, level 67. I'm so close. Okay, let's go get level 67. Desecrated Chambers, it is. It's 4C to an Alk right now? Do you mean 4 Alk to a C? Is that what you mean? Or is it the other way around? Yeah, it's 3 to 1. Okay. That's good to know. It's good to know. It's helpful to know for flipping, but right now we are good to go. All right, we've got everything except precision tag. There we go. There's precision tagged. I don't actually want it tagged because I wanted to weapon swap. Weapon swap, get a kill. And now weapon swap back. And now we got Rampage. Woohoo! All right, let's go ding level 67. Put on these new gloves. Mama's got to go kill Azaro. Oh, it's so much smoother. So much smoother with Rampage. Life is just better with Rampage. Some people think life is better with Bacon. I think life is better with Rampage. With rampaging Bacon. Gotta beat Kitava first, my man. Gotta beat Kitava first. Thank you for the invite. So many people in Guild are so nice. Hey, do you want a unique map completion? I would love it. But unfortunately, still gotta fight Kitava. Because I'm stubborn, and I don't want any carries. I want the entire process of the gameplay to be through what naturally drops, and through what I can accomplish, and occasionally through guild help. Guild help that does not come in the form of carries. It's not because there's anything wrong with getting a guild carry. I just don't want to get used to it. That's going to make me really, really lazy if I get used to it. Can you guys carry me through this? Can you guys carry me through this? I'm not saying any of you would get really, really lazy, but I'm saying I would. Alright, that makes us level 67. We can now equip this bad boy, which takes off our Leap Slam, Fortify, Herald of Purity, but that's fine. Fortify, Leap Slam. Oh, did I need the intelligence for that? I did. Alright, so I need intelligence somewhere else on my build. Crap. In order to use infused channeling, that's why. If I take infused channeling out, I don't even need it. You know what I can do? I've got a passive point right here, right now. Right here, right now. Right here, right now. Look at that, we're getting maps already? What the heck is this? Alright, here we go. Now this should be good. Alright, Herald of Purity is going to go where? I could re-roll this guy. Yeah, let's do that. Re-roll this sword so that way it's double green. Double green with a red. Let's try to re-roll that. Yasker says, do you have a detailed animate weapon guide? I've got one that I'm planning on following. And let me show it for you. I can pull it up. This is the Cold Animate Weapon Summoner by Moloch13. His name on YouTube, I believe, is A10. I think. Am I saying that wrong? I'm probably saying it wrong. I'm probably butchering his name. He actually just came out with an update for his... It's Thanatos, not Anatos. Where is he? Here he is. Alright, here is his YouTube channel. Let's see if it pulls up. He just came out 5 hours ago with an 11-minute guide on early maps animate weapon. So there you go. Go give him a sub and ding the bell. Make sure you ding the bell for him. There we go. All for Thanatos. He did a great job putting together this guide. Moloch, he's been playing this build for a long, long time. So a lot of players right now, because animate weapon is going to be like the hipster fun thing to play, a lot of players are going to come out and say, hey, I know how this works. They might, but wouldn't you rather trust somebody who's been playing a build for a very, very long time? Who was getting the build to work even when it was like actually a broken build, and Grinding Gear Games themselves had to say during patch notes, whoops, it wasn't working. I would much rather trust that guy. That's just me. All right, if we put all this stuff into the weapon swap, that is going to be a disadvantage. So if I put Blood Rage, I can put Blood Rage into the weapon swap, but put Precision onto the gloves. That way when I actually swap over to Sinvictus to grab Rampage, I won't lose any of my auras. So Blood Rage goes here. Oh no, I will lose Herald of Purity. Is there anything else that I could put over there? War Banner? I guess War Banner would be better to lose than Herald of Purity. I could always just re-roll more sockets on my chest piece. That's another thing I could do. Mike says, I love the PoE community and Grinding Gear Games. Both are amazing. Yeah, my man. Totally agree. Totes, my goats. All right, so now when I weapon swap, all I lose is my banner. Okay, I like that. Speaking of my banner, I think I actually want to swap over to Dread Banner. Right? Because this is enemies take increased. This is not the Impale one, right? Yeah, when placed. Okay. So let's swap over, get that all set up. See, look, the build's not even finished. We just keep adding new things every single day. I just keep forgetting new things every single day. All right, that's Dread Banner. Here's War Banner. Nearby enemies take increased physical damage. That's what I'm using right now. Dread Banner is the one I want to be using because you and nearby enemies have 20% chance to impale enemies on hit, game 1 stage. And then... Actually, does that matter? Does 20% chance to impale right now matter? Or do I actually want nearby enemies take increased physical damage? What's my chance to impale? Is that not calculated on here? 60%. 60%. This is the only impale node that I don't have right now. On the entire tree. Okay. That's fair. Yeah. Let's see what Dex actually does on his setup. He does go with Dread Banner. Alright, what's his chance to impale? Hit chance, total bleed, impale DPS. I'm not seeing what his calculation for a chance to impale is. I thought it was in the POB fork, but I'm just missing it right now. I'm just not seeing it. I'm sure you guys know where it is. I'm just not seeing it right now. I'm not thinking about it correctly. Where is it? Impale. Melee distance. I don't remember where it is. Alright, Loots. Get some sleep before work tomorrow. Mike says, you said you bought the 120 supporter pack with the book something. Would you care to show it off once you get it? Yeah, I'm going to show it off once I get it. It was $240 actually. was the supporter pack. And yes, I'll be doing a video on the book once I get it. The book I think ships in April, so it's a ways away. Clay says, "Yay! I caught the stream. Just got off work. Glad you're still going strong." Right on, Clay. Welcome, welcome. Robert says, "Do you have the Master of Metal Ascendancy node?" Yes, I do. That was actually the first node. That was the first Ascendancy node that I took. Was Master Metal. The second one was Conqueror. So we're at 60% chance to impale, and we get just a whole bunch of stuff. So we're at 60% chance. I'm just not seeing where he's got the chance to impale on here. Physical damage reduction is 75%. Block chance, blah, 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 blah. I thought it was in calcs, but maybe not. Attack rate, bleed, impale. Here it is. Impale is 100%. There we go. Found it. All right, so the base is from 40 from impale. He's getting 22 from Dread Banner. So if you uncheck Dread Banner, what does it go down to? He's still at 100% is what that says. 5 plus 5 is 10. Plus 15 is 25. Plus 40 is 65. Plus 15 is 80. Plus 20 is 100%. So you technically don't need that for the impale chance. I guess you get Fortify effect. Mike says, "Is the book a limited production to your knowledge?" Yes. To my knowledge, it is. The only thing they've teased is that they might do a digital version of it, but that's in the future. It's not presently scheduled. Robert says, "With the nodes you have in Ascendancy, it should be at 80. Yeah, maybe the game's not calculating this. We've run into this multiple times throughout the day today, where things are not being calculated appropriately. So we've got 15% chance, and then, what is it? 20% plus 15% is 35. 40% right there. Then plus 20% is 60% for impale. I think that's it. And then the support gem, impale is another 40% chance. So I should be at like 80. You're right. What is going on here? Is it because skills are disabled in town? Is that why it says 60%? It's not calculating the support gem? No, it still says 60. What the? This game, I trust almost no calculations this game makes. At least on the numbers. Yes, I have the support in. That's quite humorous. All right, what HP are we at? We're at 3,700. Ideally, I'd want to be at like 4,000. Can I get a 5-link chess piece with 19 maximum life? Do I need the 28 lightning resist? If I don't now, I will later. Yeah. If this had just as much life and intelligence, but had fire resistance and lightning resistance, that might be better. So life, physical. Let's try that. Let's try that for a ring. Let's try a ring with life fire adds to physical. Let's try that. Oh, and I need intelligence. That's right. I cannot forget that. If I take off this ring, I'm fairly certain I will lose my channeling. No, I can still use channeling. Requires 93 int, and I've got 94. Okay, so I can't level up infused channeling anymore if I don't go with int. That's fine. Let's see what we can do here. All right, that's terrible. That actually seems pretty good. Fire and lightning adds 2 to 4 physical, increase global critical strike chance, and then critical strike multi if you've shattered. I won't be shattering, but it also gives damage leeches life. That actually seems pretty, what the kids used to call pretty dope. Pretty waxadaisical. This is global crit strike multi and then crafted fire. I don't think I have 2C though, do I? No, I have 1. I have 1 chaos. No, wait, did I trade for that one? Yeah, I did. I traded that 1 chaos away. What am I doing? I'm just looking at things covetously now. I could trade this alchemy for chaos. I could trade 2 for 1. All right, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Let's go try this again. Here I am looking at upgrades. I should be killing Azaro and then killing Kitava. That's what we should be doing. And I'm just sitting here staring at POB, looking at my Facebreaker that doesn't work with Cyclone, going, what is going on, GGG? Ugh. Broken game is right, my people. Broken game is right. Oh. Broken, depressing game. Alright. Look at me, I'm actually farming the labyrinth. I'm not just rushing Azaro, I'm getting levels, baby. That's right, I only can die once in here, so I might as well get as much XP as possible, because I'm just going to lose 5% if I die. I'm sorry, that's not being enough respectful to... it's not paying enough respect to Azaro. Or the servers. Because I'll only lose 5% XP when I die. There we go. That's being a bit more respectful. Yeah, my impale percent chance should be pretty dang good right now. I shouldn't even need the banner to get the percentages up. So, should be pretty good. This should just be nearby enemies are taking increased damage. Oh, I'm surprised that didn't kill me. Whew. Straight up. Falling on my head. Alright, golden key. Here we go. I've died to barrels before in the lab, believe it or not. I've gone up and accidentally blown up barrels, flame dashed over them. Lots of ways to die to barrels in the lab. Usually it involves movement skills, but sometimes especially if you're playing an AoE build, you'll attack something that you thought was far away, and then you'll accidentally blow up some barrels that are close to you. Boom, explosion. I've actually lost hardcore characters to barrels in the labyrinth before. Feels really bad. Mike says, I regret not going my usual summoner, but rather going ED Contagion as my league starter. Hop over to a summoner, dude. Uh-oh. I regret stepping on traps instead of not stepping on traps. There's no shame in swapping over to another build that you know is going to be better for you. There really isn't. Oh my gosh. Am I dead? I'm just going to let this tick up a little bit. Somebody in Guild just said, great, don't have to do the story mode for 3 more months, thank God. Oh, that's funny. That's pretty classic right there. Alright, where is the... Here it is. Oh, I didn't need that switch. So which switch do I need next? Do I need to go this way? Never do the labyrinth when you're tired, tilted, or tickled. It's really tough to concentrate if you're being tickled. Is this the way forward? That seems to be the way forward. Alright, here we go. Away we go. Let's go fight Azaro. We beat him the first time, right? We died to him the second time? It was the second time that was the problem? And we're gonna blame it on the lag, right? That's what we're blaming that one on? Clean Gaming says, gotta go, nice watching Iron. Alright, Clean Gaming. Stay safe, my man. Or my lady. Make sure you remember that life is hardcore. You only get one shot. So you stay safe out there. Alright, Fortitude. There we go. Got Fortify going. Stunt on hit. Let's avoid the slam. Alright, the first phase down. That went well. Josh says, what's up, bud? Just got home, finally able to start my league character. Yes, I'm a little late. Hey, welcome. So far, some people are saying, hey, be careful about starting with ED Contagion. I know Mike has said that. A few other players have said that. I've been worried about it. It's just tough to scale it up. It goes relatively well early, but it really is tough to scale up. There's a lot of chaos damage that's available on the new notables, though. So maybe I'm just overreacting, that I'm worried about how tough it'll be to scale up. But I personally think it can get pretty expensive. Like, for being a league starter to scale it up, especially once you start talking about bows that give you massive gem levels. Like pushing ED Contagion to kill bosses, especially since 3.9 update. It can be pretty tough. I did play Essence Drain Contagion as my original league starter in 3.9, and it was pretty rough. I think I made it to what? Level 85 on that character and then swapped over to another character. So, just take it with a grain of salt. Don't become salty. Just take it with a grain of salt. Yeah, that was when I swapped over to my Cycloner Slayer character. Didn't really like the Slayer version of Cyclone. I'm liking this champion version much more. I feel like it's much tankier early on. I probably had 55 deaths like within the first couple of acts after ascending. Like the mid game on that Slayer was much worse. Which makes sense, right? You need Leech for Slayer to feel really, really good. But this champion, because of that free 1,000 armor that you get when you impale from Master of Metal, that's a lot. Like, that's a good amount. That's a good quality of life. Like, a flat 1,000 armor. It's pretty nifty. Mike says, thoughts on PoE 2 and overall GGG's way of doing business compared to others? Sorry if it's too much to if it's too much of a fanboy question. What is a fanboy question? Walk me through that. Daniel says, hopping on now. Best of luck to you, G3. All right. Stay safe, Daniel. I'm not sure what too much of a fanboy question would mean. I literally don't know what that means. I'm not memeing. Like, I'm not sure what you mean by that. Like, too much of a fanboy of GGG. Quit leap slamming, my dude. Is he down? Okay, he's down. I might get him this time. We might get him. Clarification is required. That's what I'm saying. Joshua says, I'm trying Cobra Lash. Hopefully it's fine. Tsukame says, it's okay, but Delirium doesn't really give you time to cast 2 spells. I'm level 69 Trickster, and Caustic Arrow feels much better. There you go. Yeah, I feel like the Fog is going to penalize any type of slowing down whatsoever. Like, if you can already have your rampage going and be just ramped up and ready to go, I think that's going to be the most ideal situation. That's my opinion. Whatever it is that you are going to do during a map to get ramped up, you're going to want it to go really, really quick. So that way you can stay on top of the fog and push that fog to wherever you need it to go. Alright, let's not die here. Let's die somewhere else. Do I want to go up here? No, I don't. I'll follow this one. And we'll swap. Follow this one and then swap. Follow this one and swap. Okay, we can wait here for a second. Gather our bearings again. There we go. We made it through there. We'll die somewhere else, but we made it through there. Alright, what is this? Going left? We don't go left in the labyrinth. What sort of madness is this? When did Saruman the Wise abandon reason for madness? Oh, I never weapon swapped back. I was still using my axe there. Yikes. Losing out on a lot of DPS there. Mike clarifies, too much of a fanboy question equals too biased towards an opinion, GGG. Oh, yeah. You're saying, am I too much of a fanboy of GGG to give you an unbiased... Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm giving you an unbiased opinion at all. Path of Exile is my favorite game. Like, I've dropped thousands of hours into this game. Dropped hundreds of dollars into this game. I am not your unbiased source for PoE news. I am a source for PoE news, but I'm not your unbiased source for PoE news. I don't get paid to play Path of Exile, so in that way I guess you could say I'm biased. I'm not influenced because I'm getting paid by GGG, but I really love the hell out of this game, so you can't expect me to comment on PoE 2 and not be excited. I'm very excited. I'm a little nervous about some of the changes. We were talking about this earlier in the stream today. I am a little nervous about what they're going to do with the Labyrinth, how they're going to preserve it, if they're going to preserve it, if they're just going to sweep it under the rug. I think there is a small but dedicated section of the community that loves the Labyrinth in its current state. And I know the vast majority of us aren't those people. That's why I just prefaced that by saying a small dedicated community. So I don't think they'll get rid of things like the Labyrinth, but I think PoE 2 will introduce new ways to get those same power nodes of ascending. All right, let's get our Fortify right away. He's going to leap slam, right? Nope, he's going to just slam. Shoot. Just straight slam. Jinkies. Make sure we're hitting him. Oh my gosh, am I dead? I don't have Fortify. Get Fortify. Get away. Jump in. Watch the slam. Crit him. Slam. Get Fortify. Watch the slam. Yes. Okay. Whew. Third Ascendancy. Here we go. We did it. That feels good. Oh, baby. That feels good. Oh, I love beating Azaro down. There is nothing after losing to Azaro that feels quite as good as beating Azaro. Actually, getting Exalts to drop from Azaro feels pretty good, but I guess that's not happening right now. Alright, do we want this on boots? Gloves? Let's do these gloves. We upgraded these gloves, right? So we're probably going to keep these gloves for a while. Did I get 2 Divine Fonts? Is that what I got? Nope, just 1. Alright. Let us grab Worthy Foe, which is enemies taunted by you take 20% increased damage, so that's a more multiplier, and they cannot evade attacks. And then we get increased evasion rating and armor, and increased taunt duration. Then we can say we can either go inspirational for Uber, which with my auras up, I would have, all of my auras are non-curse auras. So I would be getting Precision, a Banner, Pride, and Herald. All of those would be 15% increased. Also, I could go for Ichimanjis, because those are swords, and just increase the heck out of auras again. What are Ichimonji's going for right now, actually? That's a good question. Go become Hank the Tank version 2. Ichimonji's are going for like 13 chaos. They're similar flat DPS to what I'm using right now, but they give a bunch of increased effective buffs. They give 10% increase of buffs on you. So if you dual wield them, that's 20% increased effect. Then you get inspirational, that's 35% increased effect of auras. It's a lot of auras between, what, 4 auras that I'm running? I could also go first to strike, last to fall. Which I would permanently intimidate, so that would be another enemy's take. The trick with first to strike and last to fall is honestly getting it to proc. There's a couple of different ways that you can get it to proc, but that's like the caveat is, do you want to play around with that? Oh, Mike says, I was more referencing to myself as a fanboy. That's fine, Mike. That's fair. Shelby says, I'm running minion instability with skeletons. It's been pretty fun so far. Nice. Jungle says, new vault areas basically are a symphony of death. Really hate that change. Isn't worth running them, and they are risky as hell. Wolf's the name says, what's the new mechanics of this league? Been taking a break from the game, so I don't know what the changes have been made. So there is a fog that you can chase down. Here, we'll chase it down for you. There is a fog that you can chase down, killing monsters along the way. So here's an example. We'll go to the Twilight Strand to show you. Tora says, you're not playing a summoner? Interesting. I know, Tora, right? Hey, it's okay. You make builds, Tora. You know what I'm talking about. Sometimes you just need to express yourself in a different way. I'll get back to playing a summoner at some point. It's on the build list. It's next to me. It's next to my slightly balding, bearded face. All right, so eventually there will be a mirror. Or is there not a mirror because I'm more than 20 levels difference? There won't be a mirror here. Okay, never mind. Pay no attention to what the man behind the curtain said. There won't be a mirror in this instance. We'll find another instance to show you, Wolf. Joshua says, how's Cyclone feeling this league? It's feeling great. The more components that I add to this sucker, the better it feels. It really does feel good. Robert says, I've played a lot of champion melee and pale builds, but I want a league start as a Blade Flurry Max Block Gladiator for more defense this league with the fallback of respecking. Nice. That'll be solid. All right, so let's see if we can't find the mirror in here. This is a kind of a linear zone. Here we go. So this is the mirror. Okay, so what you'll notice, Wolf, is on the other side of this mirror is a copy of us. You see us like spinning over there on the other side. It's down here. So that copy of us, when we go through the mirror, creates this fog. And this fog will travel in a direction. Do you see how it's traveling? There is a direction that it's traveling in. You want to travel in that direction, killing monsters as you go. As you kill monsters, the monsters get tougher. And on the bottom left-hand side, do you see how there's this little, like, I don't know what else to call it. There's a little animation over here. It's a little counter that ticks up the more monsters you kill. The more you kill in the zone, the more rewards you will get. But the more HP monsters get, the longer you're in the fog. The fog has got a timer, and the slower you go... Oh my goodness. The fog is also sometimes laggy. The slower you go inside the fog, the more likelihood that the timer will run out. If you backtrack out of the fog will run out. And also, of course, on the bottom right-hand side, right above your mana and skills, there is also an option to just end the fog. You can speed up the fog encounter and just be done with it. That is an option as well. So it's an entirely elective league mechanic. It's not forced. It's not intrusive. If you don't want to interact with it, you don't have to. So in that regard, that's quite nice. What else can we tell our buddies about the fog so far, guys? Anything else that we want to tell our buddies so far about the fog? Fog is obviously, it's a new league mechanic, so like every new league mechanic, it drops stuff, and sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. As usual, though, during the first week of the league, stuff is usually pretty good. Here's a bunch of talismans. So, we got a bunch of talismans. None of them are good. because they're talismans, but there you go. Imagine if that's currency instead. I feel like that was a pretty decent rundown there. Also, last thing. The fog infects other and impacts other monsters that it is walking over. So not only are the new monsters that spring up from the fog impacted and affected and influenced by the fog, but every monster that would have been in your map or in your zone is also influenced by it. Hopefully that helps, Wolf. Yeah, Cyclone did not change at all in this 3.10 league. That's one of the reasons why I'm playing Cyclone. I was like, okay, wait. Patch notes didn't say anything about Cyclone getting nerfed. I should play Cyclone while it's still really good. Mike says, I love K's Spectre build in 3.9. I'm re-rolling to it tomorrow instead of my ED Contagion, and then I will keep my ED Contagion as map clearing. Yeah, that's great. Oh, Tora clarifies for us. It's not kills that make the mobs harder, it's distance from the portal. Thank you for clarifying, Tora. Kills are just the reward counter, right? Yes, you can get an early tabula from the fog. That is possible. Lots of people in our guild have gotten that. I have gotten like absolutely nothing from the fog thus far. So, if I sound like I'm salty about the fog, that's why. The fogs, I like it as a mechanic. I just personally haven't had anything great drop for me yet. So I've had a little bit of here and there, a little bit of stuff here and there, but nothing amazing. All right, let's get this rampage going. What's the deal? Is rampage going yet? No? I need a bigger pack. Give me a bigger pack. There we go. There's rampage. All right. Let's keep going here. Keep rampage going. More pack size. I guess I should have interacted with the mirror, right? To get the more pack size. Here I am talking about the league mechanic and not playing it. Yikes. So the league mechanic is difficult. It definitely gets more difficult as you progress through your zone. And my build has not always handled it well. You guys that have watched the VODs have seen that. So it's quite interesting to see different builds interact with the fog, and you will see that different builds are going to handle the fog differently. I personally think speed clear builds are going to be the meta. I think running with supports is also, of course, as always, going to be the meta. If you can run with a support who can give you all your defensive needs, and all your defensive needs are met through a support, man, if you can do that, then you can just focus fully on offensive items and gearing, and your support can also give you some of that. It'll be pretty great for you. And pretty great for your currency count. Mirrors also aren't guaranteed to start at the beginning of a zone. So sometimes they like show up in like the middle of a zone or even in the last third of a zone, so it's kind of awkward that way. Sometimes. They're doing that to try to prevent people doing the Legion farming, like in Glacier farming. Which, I guess a lot of people don't like that. I've never had a problem with low-level farming. I think it's fun. People don't like darkness farming. People don't like other people having mechanisms available to them to make currency. That's not just killing the top-end monsters. And that's fair. If the best way to make currency... Hey, there's our first 6 socket of the league. If the best way to make currency is by killing top-end stuff, then players who are at the top end are always going to make the best currency. I feel like if there are ways that are more monotonous or that are more ease of access for players to make currency, and they can make that currency and top-end players just don't want to interact with that content, then that's fair. Let those other players make currency at lower ends to be able to farm up for builds that they want to play, and then let top-end characters and top-end players play the sorts of builds that they want to play to take on the top-end content. The top-end content's reward doesn't have to be currency. The top-end's content could be, specific items, sure, that's valued as currency in trade leagues, but it could also be, dare I say it, the challenge, like actually pushing a build to a specific depth or to a specific boss. Everybody races for level 100. Well, not everybody. A lot of very competitive people race for level 100 at the start of every new league. Shouldn't there be content that's evaluated based on its reward level as being the content in and of itself, not necessarily the gear that drops? I don't know. It's kind of a tough balance between those things in a game that has an active and live economy where items get valued for currency and where players are constantly trying to upgrade their gear. So if you take down content and the content doesn't reward you with a way to upgrade your gear, that is pretty lame. So I'm somewhat sympathetic to that. Kind of like every time I kill Sirius and he doesn't drop me anything good, I'm like, what the heck? What was the point in killing him? No, that was last league. This is the league where he's going to drop an Awakened Brutality for me, right? I'm going to be right at my level before I fight Kitava. I'm not going to ding this level, am I? I'm going to be at like 99%, and then I'm going to go die to Kitava 10 times. That's pathetic. Look at this. What are these memes? I'm going to be right at the percentage. All right, I'm killing every last monster I can here. Get me to this level. Ding my level. No. I'm at Kitava. What am I at? I'm literally at 99%. Oh. Robert said I was going to sword and board for the first time. Right on. Right on. Sword and board is where it's at. Sword and board or dual wield, right? Because dual wield, you get a bunch of attack speed and you get the benefit of block. Someone is salty? Yeah, I'm salty. I am the salty one. You can just call me Salty Iron. There we go. We dinged our level. All right, go back to town. Let's go fight Kitava. Jeez. I needed one more pack. That's ridiculous. All right, on yesterday's stream, I did something similar to that where I went back to town, did some upgrades, came back, was standing next to the portal, and then lost my portal. Oh. Beckett, you don't deserve this level. Delete your character. Yeah, I've died way too many times. How many times have you died, Beckett? What's your death count up to? I'm at like 58? 56. I'm at 56 deaths right now. 56 deaths in softcore so far. That's where I'm at. Are you still doing ED Contagion or just Contagion, right? You're doing Contagion alone, right? 5% increased life. I think I want to do that. Or do I want to grab some more of this other stuff in here? Eventually we'll come over and we'll grab this, which is increased effective Fortify. I could grab a jewel socket. I don't have a jewel on me right now, and I'm going to fight Kitava. 3 deaths? That's really impressive. That's really good. Oh, you haven't really been playing. That's a bummer, dude. Are you sick again? I hope you're not. Hopefully you're doing all right. This is more attack, critical strike chance, and accuracy. Michael says, I have 10 less than you at the moment. Oh, right on. Oh, you're using ED to level as well. Right on. I think I want to go for this stuff because it gives you crit strike multi. I think that's what I want to do. I've already got basically everything over here. I don't have this. Why does dismembering... What? Maim with critical strike. That sounds pretty good. Let's grab... let's grab some more life, though. Let's grab some more life. 3,800 life on our way to Kitava. I think that's pretty decent. Oh, boy. All right, here we go. Zolbu says 114 for 10x. There you go. I'm about halfway there, my man. That's where I'm at. Kitava the Insatiable. There we go. Do I have Fortify? Yeah, I do. Doesn't matter, though. I'm still going to die. Get over here. Is he already phased? Kind of. There we go. All right, here comes the heart. Get on the heart. Here's our Vol guys. Oh, I always pop them early. I always do that. Like, without fail. In this Kitava fight, I always confuse his slam with when he goes to grab Innocence and Sin. Vol Molten Shell. No! Leave me alone. Where's my Fortify? There's my Fortify. Get over to the side. Go get him. Get over to the side. Oh, watch the explosion. I'm dead. Nope. Oh, explosion. I'm dead. Nope. Okay, here comes the lightning ball. Get over to the side. Where's Fortify? I don't have it up. Get Fortify up. Where's Fortify? Get it up. There we go. Is he going to grab Sin? Nope, he grabs Innocence again. Why does he always grab Innocence? What did Innocence ever do? His name is literally Innocence. Oh, I'm so dead here. I am so dead. I'm on the wrong side of the screen. I am so dead. How did I not die there? That is amazing. No Fortify. There we go. There's Fortify. Alright, get up to the top right. And Kitava should be going down. Go down, go down, go down. Alright, his heart will pop out, and then we'll Vol Cyclone. Down he goes. Alright, we are through to maps. It only took 56 deaths. They made the story quest harder again, didn't they? I hate it when they do that. Hey, you know, the content you've done already 10 million times, we're going to make that harder for some reason. Yeah. The good news about PoE 2 is at least it won't be the same content that we've done 10 million times. Zolbo says, I don't get the lore why Kitava ended up in the middle of Oriath. I actually don't know either. It's a good question. Jungle says, you forgot something really important, the hat. Where's our Gandalf? Oh, he was here earlier. He actually pushed this build from build like 39 up to level 65. And then that weird wizard guy, he just pieced out. It was really random. I'm sure he'll be back, though. Those types are always back, you know, whether you want them to be or not. All right, let's turn this stuff in. Turn this in. Sometimes diamond flasks will go for a few chaos. We can throw that in the 2 chaos tab. What else? Throw this in there. Throw this in there. That's a 20% quality flask. That's really good. Reduced recovery rate? We don't want that. Ideally, we would have what? Like, remove... I have a remove bleed. I don't have any remove freeze at the moment. Attack speed's kind of nice. There's a remove bleed. I'll do that one. Double remove bleed. I need to get a jewel this league that's just straight up remove bleed. That's something that I generally don't put a high priority on, and I think I'm going to do a better job of that this league. Alright, flasks are right here. Maps. So now we need to do the Oriath content that is new to 3.9 to unlock the map device. That's what we'll do next. Bulimic says, first Exalt. Nice. Excellent. Congrats, my dude. Beckett says, I guess, but I wish they would make adjustments to the end game, not the boring story that I want to rush through. Yeah. That was one of the things, I know I'm not allowed to say the name Wolson in a positive way. That was one of the things that I was really hopeful that Wolson would do, is that Wolson had promised that, like, hey, you can make it so that way you only play the story once, and then on future characters you don't have to play through the story. I think that's something that a lot of Path of Exile players want, is to skip the story. And it actually really burns out a lot of players if they feel like they're forced to play through the story all the time. Some of us enjoy it, but everyone is forced to go through it, whether you enjoy it or not. And so I think that's pretty tough. All right, go through the locked room that was locked forever. Simon says there's a cluster jewel notable that gives you bleed immunity during flask effect. Yeah, that's something. All right, is Kirak here? No? Where is he? Was he in here? Here he is. Talk to Kirak. All right, go to the Fallen Courts. It's kind of weird that they make you walk through that zone with nothing in that zone. I feel like there should be an ambush or something in that zone. The fact that there's no monsters, no nothing, it's just you walking through a zone. I feel like that's kind of weird game design. Mike says, that makes us look forward to PoE 2, doesn't it? I don't think you're wrong, but it does make sense to up the difficulties. They should care about power creep more. Yeah. I mean, this whole league is about giving power back to the players after they just gave a bunch of buffs to monsters, right? So that's a pretty interesting dynamic there. Last league, 3.9, was clearly about the monsters, and this league is clearly about us as players. We got 280 new notables, and basically nothing got nerfed. Like, the things that got nerfed, Shaper's Touch. Okay. Like, again, not that nothing got nerfed. A few things got nerfed. The list of things that got nerfed this league was very, very few. Very, very small. This was not a league to bring in power creep. This was a league and a patch for Delirium that was all about bringing up power levels. And between that and the worldwide virus, you can see the player numbers are showing players wanting to come out and play. Because the game broke all-time highs. So. Alright, go to the Haunted Reliquary. Where is that? I actually don't have this stuff memorized yet. Is it on the other side of this encounter? Do I have to go to the end here? Or do I need to leave here? And is this the third spot? It's the third spot in Oriath, right? I think that's what this is. Can I use this? There we go. James says, skipping the story should be a league reward for reaching story level 90 or something. Yeah, maybe. Beckett says, same thing with the list of improvements, too. No? Yeah, the list of improvements, they made a ton of quality of life improvements this league. A ton of improvements that players have been asking for. Whether that's master missions onto the map device, or whether that's, oh, what do you call it? Preferred map system. Other quality of life, they've added a few more stash tab like quality of life things, with the positioning of the stash tabs as staying the same. What else did they do? Trying to think and play at the same time. Probably a bad combination. For me, trying to think plus doing anything else is already tough enough. I still think there were a few other quality of lives. A lot of the jewels, or I'm sorry, gems that they came out with this league were quality of life. Like, the fact that you can basically play Poet's Pen now without actually having Poet's Pen because of Spellslinger, I think is massive quality of life. A lot of people are going to like that. Meet Kirak in your hideout. Okay, so I get to this end spot and then I need to leave again. All right. Let's go to hideout. Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. Thank you for clarifying. All right, where's Kirak? Here's the map device. Here's Kirak. All right, we finished the epilogue. Now we talk to Kirak. Now we take... I don't think I have a beach map, so we take the beach map. Now we go sell items. Sell this chromatic. All right, let's start doing some maps. How exciting. Our first map of 310. All right, away we go. Let's hope that it doesn't say reflect physical. Oh, Clay, deterministic conqueror spawning. Yes. That's another great call. It's another great upgrade that they've given us. This league. All right, let's try to do this. This is our first map. We're going to try to do the mirror. We'll see how this goes. See how quickly we die. Let's get my axe setup going. Oh my goodness. How quickly we die? We die instantly. That's the answer. Alright, we have Rampage going, so that's good. That gives us some momentum. Where's my Fortify? I do need to Leap Slam every once in a while. Oh, that's Tane, by the way. Did you see that? Tane's in my map. That's fun. Long time no see, Tane. It's great to have you here, man. Why did a portal just show up? Did you guys see that? Is Tane trying to tell me something? Oh my gosh, this is so rippy. I can't see anything. Yeah, Tane's trying to tell me something. It's like, hey! Can you come fight this for me? Do you guys see the frame rates right now? We expect performance to be slightly, you know, there's a chance the performance might be impacted by the fog. Yeah, tell me about it, Chris. What PC are you playing on, Chris? Show me the specs on that thing. Oh my goodness. The currency that just pours out of this thing. Show Tane the samples. I can't stop to pick anything up, because if I do, the fog will leave me. Ah, go Volt. Oh my goodness. Alright, go little war chiefs. Go get them. Alright, let's go fight the boss. Fight the boss. Ah! I'm gonna die. I have no flash charges. Oh my gosh, go fight the boss. Oh no, we didn't kill the boss while he was influenced. Bummer. Look at all those rewards. We got a chaos, and an engineering orb. Okay. Not that great. That was a lot of monsters for not that great. We got 2 chaos off of that. That was not a lot. I'm just saying. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying. That was not a lot of rewards for a lot of lost frames. I'd like to start calculating my currency as number of frames lost. Chaos per frames lost. That's how I'd like to start calculating this. What the? Do I not have Herald of Purity on? No, I don't. Oh, look, it's a metamorph. Kill it! Kill it with fire! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, that is... Did I just crash? How did I not just crash? Did you see the number of blades that came out of that thing? What the heck is this? Dude, Path of Exile? Alright, I just became a big believer in the need for optimization. Holy crap. Like, is it that there's too much loot on the screen? Is that the problem? Like, there's a lot of loot on the screen. I'll up my strictness on my filter. But if that's the way the game is going to perform just from playing the game, I don't know, man. That seems kind of like a bummer. All right, these are chromes. Chromes. There's another chrome back here. These guys, I thought I killed all these guys. There's just a straight up chrome right there. Spirit Earthquake. All right, we are out of here. Man. I had like 0 frames there for a second, guys. Kikaz says, have you got many decent drops from the fog yet, G3? No, not really. I was actually just QQing about that. Just complaining. Whoops. Take these back. I was just saying I really haven't gotten that much. Maybe that will improve with time. But thus far, not that much. All right, where's my price 1 chaos? Boom, boom. Is there a spot for catalysts now? Do we at least have that? No, we don't. Okay. So the new currency that we just got added to the game. Don't have a spot for it in the stash tab. Okay, that's fair. All right, we did just pick up 2 chaos, though. So with that 2 chaos, what can we go get? Something. Is there a 5-link in the guild stash yet? Let's see if we can't go raid the guild stash. There is this 5-link 2-hander. Uh-huh. Was there anything else that I wanted to look for? I don't think so. I think I'm good on this. Deposits? Where do the other deposits go? Who's been pulling out of deposits only? Hang on a second. Well, that's frustrating. Let's go find out who pulled out some Exalted out of the deposits tab. Somebody's about to get kicked from the guild right here live on stream. Somebody's been messing with something that they should not be. How to handle this. How to handle this. Pretty sure I'm going to tell the guild officers we're just kicking this. A bunch of people saying, was there a guild spot open? Oh, that's funny. Mike says, I am a participant in the guild funding thingy you had. What time do I need to have my currency deposited to be a part of round 1? I believe we said the 18th is the last day that we're taking deposits. Blake says, is there a way for you to track who takes what? There is. We can track guild stash interactions. So that's what I'm looking at right now. Zolbo says, can I join your guild? I've never had one. At the moment, we don't have any slots open, man. All of our slots are held right now for Patreon supporters. Nightshade says, this is my first seeing an intense look from G3 Iron. What? What? We've had this happen in the past where people have taken things that they ought not to have, but it hasn't been from the deposits only section. This is supposed to be only officers can remove from here. That's the whole point of it, right? And so what I'm supposed to do whenever I'm on is come in here, grab stuff, and then move it over into our guild bank, so that way then we can track it. That's part of my job as guild banker. So part of the fault is on me that I hadn't pulled currency out of here. But when somebody goes in and takes something out of a tab that says deposits only, that's an awkward moment. All right, we'll see what he says back to that. We'll see. Tora says, I need to email you about getting in the guild. Yeah. Mike, I generally agree. I think being honest should be rewarded. In the past, when we've had that happen, we've had people take currency out of the tab, and then people have come to us like within a minute or two and say, hey, currency was taken. Occasionally, we've had guild officers who have put stuff in guild tabs that they weren't supposed to put in. And so, like, let's say, for instance, here's a guild tab, right? A level item. If I drop an Exalted in the leveling items tab, anybody can take it, right? And anybody should take it, realistically. If you're making a trade between two different people who are in a guild, just invite somebody and trade with them, right? If you're being lazy enough to use the guild stash as a trading mechanism between the two of your accounts, make sure you're using a tab that nobody else is going to be looking at and watching to take anything from. So there you go. Pro Wombat says, hello, do you recommend Facebreaker for Impale Cyclone Champion? Any tips for running Impale Cyclone in general? I'm currently running it with Facebreaker. Pro Wombat, funny you should say that, because I have a Facebreaker right here, and I am running Cyclone. You can see my character spinning around using Cyclone right here. And yet, when I switch to going Facebreakers only, you can see that I can no longer use Cyclone. I've got this weird bug that I'm not allowed to use Facebreakers. I don't know why, but that's the bug that's there. For whatever reason, I'm not allowed to use Facebreakers. I guess my account got banned from using Facebreakers. I guess that's the way how it works. Pretty funny. Pretty funny. All right, let's go on to our next map. Let's do this Superior Wharf map. Superior Wharf? Worf, son of Moog from Star Trek. Nightshade said, to be honest, I never had a clue the game had guilds until I started watching your stream. That's fair. Pro says, oh wow, that sucks. But if you could use it, would you use it? Well, here's the problem. So I tried to load it up in POB to see what POB said about it. That was no good either. POB was giving me all kinds of problems with like loading my build into POB. So tonight's stream has just been the stream of intense screw ups and bugs. That is what we have experienced. Speaking of which, a guildmate TH has let me know and reminded me that I need to let you guys know when you first join an instance, if you are dual wielding and using two of the same weapon, like your DPS will be bugged. It will only be counting one of the weapons, so be aware of that. That is a thing right now. If you're dual wielding and some zones it feels like you're doing more damage than others, it's because some zones you're dealing more damage than others. Like some zones you're not dealing like any damage whatsoever because the game is only acting like you've got one of those weapons calculated. I don't know why that bug is. I don't know when they're going to fix it. I just know that that's the reality of it. So if you're dual wielding and you require your weapons to deal damage and you're using the same weapon type in both slots, make sure that you weapon swap when you get into a zone, and it should fix the problem. It's like it snapshots your weapons or something. I don't know. Some kind of funky bug that is going around. Wait, I'm still using Sinvicticas. Why am I still using that? Use my swords. Oh my gosh! There we go. Oh no, there goes the fog. I'm losing the fog. No. Must kill more things. Must kill more things. No, I'm losing the fog! I lost it. Alright, that's a lot of stuff. None of it's particularly high valuable. But it is a lot of stuff. We will keep our rampage stacks going. I feel like you're going to need a lot of DPS to keep up with the fog, man. I feel like between Monster Life and the fog progression speed... Headhunters, by the way, I think are going to be again at an all-time high. I really do think it's going to be like another Legion. It's going to be like another Legion League. Where Headhunters, like, rival Mirrors for a while. I think that's what'll happen. And I know that was because of, like, the timeless domain farming and as well as glacier farming. Like, there were some very interesting, unique economic circumstances that created that scenario where Headhunters were basically on par. With Mirrors of Calandra, but I think that's going to happen again. I think it'll happen again. Tora says, I wonder if the Facebreaker thing you're seeing is related to the dual wielding bug. It might be. That's a good point. It might be. All right, let's do this pier map. Helena, I don't think I need to talk to Helena, right? Really don't need to talk to Helena. Mike says, I'm going to stop chatting, headed to bed. I will load the stream on my tablet, but I won't be chatting. Please let us know what you decide to do with the guy who withdrew. Most likely we'll keep him in the guild because he gave the currency back, and then he'll be on a short leash at that point. That's generally what we do when something shady goes on. We've had some guild members in the past be accused of scamming stuff, be accused of like entering maps and using people's portals. I've had people come to me and like complain on YouTube about activities that other guild members have done. Like, and just ripping into people. And it's like, what evidence do you have for anything? Like, a lot of people want a guild leader for whatever reason to be like a judge that mediates. We had one person say that somebody came in and used a strongbox on him, like he was farming a unique strongbox, and the strongbox value was like several X, and so this guy was threatening. He was like, "I'm going to report you to GGG unless you give me my exalted right now." It's like, what? Are you trying to hold me hostage? Like, go talk to the person who supposedly ripped you off, my dude. Go talk to GGG. Like, I'm just the dude's guild leader. This isn't WoW. This isn't a prison. I am not a warden. I run a bank, and I try to help people with POBs and have a great time. That's what we do. If you got scammed, I'm sorry. And if it was one of our guild members, hell yeah, I'm going to look into it. But just coming up to me and demanding exalted, not a good way to get things done. Not an effective way. At least with me. Not an effective way. To either get your exalted or to get a situation solved. The more unreasonable somebody acts in those situations, the less likely I am to believe them. The more reasonable somebody acts in a situation where it's like, yeah, it's just a mistake. Okay, that can make sense. So, for instance, there was one league that we were running the guild bank, and we didn't have the deposits only tab labeled yet, and we had a bunch of people depositing because we accepted really, really low amounts. So like on day one, I was just sitting in my hideout trading, and that was a big mistake. That was one of the reasons why our deposit limits are so high right now. And big mistake. So we learned from that mistake. But part of that big mistake was that we hadn't labeled the guild tabs yet. And again, that was my fault because we were so busy accepting and trading already. And so then once we rectified the situation, it turned out that somebody had taken like 1 or 2C. Somebody taking 1 or 2C out of a guild tab because they thought, hey, I thought the rules about the guild tabs were if you can access the tab, then you can take it. Like, that's a pretty understandable mistake. Like 1 to 2C, if it's put in a guild tab, you think somebody else is being generous with their drops, whatever. If you see 6X sitting in a guild stash that says deposits only, that's a little bit different. In my book, that's a little bit different. All right, pure map complete. Let's get out of here. Mike says, I'm glad you kept the guy because he was honest. He paid the currency without complaint. Yeah, he paid it back. Torres says, you are the adult. Yeah, that's fair. I've heard that phraseology before. It's a fair phrase. I need more intelligence for this thing. Ugh! What are we going to do to get more intelligence? Is this more int? Yeah, that's 30 more int. Go with some more int and then we can keep leveling up Ray Zombie. It's probably a good idea. Maybe. Beach map, lab map. Don't I have another tier 1 that I need to do? Yeah, I need to do Jungle Valley. Ooh, Jungle Valley's a fun map. I like Jungle Valley. Let's do this. That'll get us going in all 4 cardinal directions. Lord Arrow says, is Cyclone strong this league? Cyclone is strong every league until it gets nerfed into the ground. Cyclone has 2 states of development. It is either overpowered broken or absolutely useless, and you shouldn't waste your time even looking at it. Right now, it is in that overpowered broken. Very, very handy. It gives you stun immunity while you're cycloning. It's a channeling skill, so you can use it in conjunction with a whole bunch of different setups through the use of a meta skill gem like cast while channeling. What else does it do? It hits repeatedly and rapidly. It no longer locks you into position like it used to. Like old Cyclone used to lock you into a position for a certain period of time. It was quite obnoxious. New Cyclone does not do that. So like at any point in time that I let go of my Cyclone button, I'm free from moving in that direction. I'm free from cycloning at all. You can essentially cancel your animation with Cyclone, where you just jump out of it with a leap slam, with a flame dash, really with anything else that you'd like. So that's quite nice. What else? What else am I missing, folks? What else is great about Cyclone? Did I say it already gives you stun immunity while you're cycloning? And then there's a new notable that I believe it. What is it? Is it while you're channeling? I think you cannot be your curse immune. You're curse immune while channeling. I think that's what it is. I forget what it is. We read all the notables. I'm sorry if I don't have all of them memorized yet. But quite good, right? There's just a ton of different options out there. There's a ton of different ascendancies that can take advantage of Cyclone. Also, if you play Cyclone as a physical version of the skill, then you can play it with Impale, which is what I'm doing right now. So purely physical, using Pride and a whole bunch of Impale mechanics through playing Champion. Which gives me... Oh, that's our first cluster jewel right there. Which gives me some additional Impales that we get to cast. So there's a whole bunch of just like really, really good stuff on top of each other, which is the nature of Path of Exile, right? Putting a whole bunch of really, really good stuff on top of each other. That's called making a good build. Making great defensive layers on top of each other. Mind Gnarl Imperial Staff. Okay, that's interesting. Putting multiple layers of offensive abilities that all scale with each other. Lots of really, really good combinations available. And they're all available to Cyclone. So that's nice. Where's the Weaver? Where's he at? Oh, he's over here. Come over here. What's your problem, dude? Come over here. There we go. Jungle Valley completed. So what was up with this mace? Is this... It's got cold damage. It's got Tapo Tantes. There we go. Increased lightning damage and lightning damage dispels. Huh. Maybe I'll put that in somewhere. Oh, we got a Cartographer's Delirium Orb. Modifies a map, adding layers of delirium with a map item reward type. That sounds cool. And then what is this? A medium cluster jewel. Oh, it's our first one. Let's identify it. Let's see what it does. Added small passives grant 10% increased damage while affected by a herald. Huh. I use a herald. Added small passive skills also grant 4 to chaos resistance. One added passive skill is Empowered Envoy, which is the herald skills deal 40% increased damage and 20% increased effective herald buffs on you. And one added passive skill is a jewel socket. Added passive skills are never considered to be in radius by other jewels. All added passive skills are small unless otherwise stated. Added a small passive that grants 10% increased damage while affected by a herald. So I'm going to get 10% increased damage while affected by a herald and get 4 to chaos while also having Empowered Envoy. That seems really good. Am I just crazy on this one? Is that 50% increased damage while affected by a herald? Is that what that is? I kind of want to come down here and extend my tree out and find out what this is like now. Do I do it over here? No, I don't do it over here. I think I come down here. Iron Volley? Why would I Volley? I don't even know what it does. I don't even know what it does. Don't even know what it does. I'm not going to vol it yet. Maybe I'll vol it after we use it. I'm going to put it in a 10C tab and we'll see what it does. Are these things searchable yet? That's a good question. Are these things searchable yet? Cluster jewel. Medium. Okay, so they're at least on the site as cluster jewels. Empowered envoy. No? One added passive is empowered envoy. Okay, so you can search them already. Ah, they already got the functionality built in. Okay, it looks like this one that I found is worth 1 chaos. Just FYI, the one that I have is worth 1 chaos. Now it's got a jewel socket as well. So let's narrow that as well. So if it just has the empowered envoy, that's worth 1 chaos. What's the exact wording on this? Is a jewel socket. One added passive is a jewel socket. Is that available? Whoops. Whoops, I'm clicking on too many wrong things here. I'm getting used to my new mouse. Socket. No, no. Maybe I should search it by one added passive. One added passive is passive skill is jewel. That doesn't work. Is oh my gosh, they're alphabetized and none of them say is a socket. Okay. So how can I search for these? There's 275 of these on the market. All right, here's one for 1C. That's a jewel socket. Here's one that's 3C. Here's one that's 2C. So this is apparently a really crappy jewel. According to the market. According to the market. Pro Wombat says, yeah, but for 5 points, I don't know. I think you might want one with more than one notable. Yeah, that's fine. Hey, Mike, welcome back. Glad you found the stream. All right, so I'm going to pull up my tree. I'm going to pull up this. I'm going to pull up this. I'm going to go use the restroom real quick. I think this is actually where we want to go. I think. That seems like a lot of damage. Herald's skills deal increased damage. Okay, that part doesn't really matter. I mean, the minions who are with me, it's like whatever. But the increased effect of Herald buffs on you, the Herald buff that I've got right now... Ah, crap. There we go. Whoops. Wrong button. Okay, the Herald buff that I'm getting is 19 to 20 physical. So what is 20% of that? I don't know. You guys do the math while I pee. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It seems good. All right, so I think Herald of Ash would probably be the best one for this, right? Is that what we're saying? I think that's what I'm thinking. For Herald buff effect, I was trying to think about this. Basically, I think a lot of the time when you're playing a Herald of Ash build, you will go for the Cortex rings that give you a whole bunch of Herald of Ash effect. So effective Herald buffs on you for the increased damage from Herald of Ash, as well as for the explosion. Oh look, this guy wants to buy an X. For 2 Chaos. There we go. Alright, where is it? Which one is it? Chimeric. There we go. I think we bought that for 1C. Maybe we bought it for 2. Whoops. I'm holding on to the jewel. Yikes. Let's not throw away our priceless jewel that's worth like a chaos. But look at this. We're making chaos left and right here. This is great. Alright, let's throw that in the 2C tab. Cartographer's Delirium Orb. That's good. Here's another X that I need to deposit into the guild bank. There we go. Alright. It's a very crappy jewel. Oh, that's why you're saying to vol it. Yeah, vol it. It's a crappy jewel, right? Yeah, okay. Lee says, I use Death's Hand with Cyclone, cast while channeling Blade Vortex, and I deal a lot of damage with power with power charges and Unholy Might. That sounds cool. Pro Wombat says, I bought one for Impale with deep cuts, +1 Impale hit, and another good melee notable. Oh, that sounds good. That sounds really good. Is that the notable we're looking for? Deep cuts. One added passive skill is deep cuts. Let's take a look. Man, I need to look like all of these up. Look at this. Look at all of these different names on here. Ah, where's the notables list? Somebody had it the other day. PoE notable clusters. Here we go. The searchable new clusters notable list with descriptions. Where's Mr. C? Mr. C's clearly not in chat, otherwise he'd be memeing. He'd be like, Iron, we should put this in the reference section on Discord. Oh, yeah. Alright, I'm gonna put it in our Discord chat in Delirium League, and I will pin it. There we go. See pinned messages. Alright, so what does this one have? This one has deep cuts. It's got disease vector. Disease vector is, oh, enemies poisoned. I don't want that one. What is fuel the fight? Oh, fuel the fight is 8% increased attack speed. Attack damage leached as mana. 20% increased damage while leeching, and leeched mana is recovered over time. Multiple leeches can occur simultaneously. Nice. All right, what else? I think this one's pretty good. Fuel the Fight is kind of a big notable though, right? Yeah, this Entropy Eye that's right here, this is 9 passive skills that's on it. That's a lot. So added small passives grant claw attacks deal 12% increased damage and dagger attacks. I wouldn't want that. Yeah. Martial Prowess. What's Martial Prowess? Martial Mastery. What's Martial Prowess? Increased attack damage, increased attack speed, increased global accuracy, increased damage with ailments from attack skills, ailments like bleeding, ignited, poisoned. Added small passives also grant 2 to lightning damage. Man, these are going to be really, really interesting to craft on. I just got like so excited, man. Because it's the inherit. This is what's going to matter. So you want to roll like added small passives. Yeah, that's what you want to roll. That's what's going to be difficult on the jewels is the implicit. Right? It's going to be the implicit that's going to be the thing. Wally, if you have a deposit, feel free to say so in either guild chat or in the Delirium channel on Discord. And one of our guild officers that's taking deposits right now will grab it. Okay, added small passives also grant 1% attack speed, but these are staff and mace skills. See, we're going to want to find one of these that has sword skills. Here's increased attack speed while dual wielding. Deep cuts and a jewel socket. Adds 10 passives. Yeah, you're going to want one of these with like a double. Is this like a hybrid implicit? Is that what this is? Is that just one implicit? Are stabs and maces both so bad but they're like, yeah, we'll just add them all on there. Nobody who actually plays stabs and maces. Oh, that's funny. Passive skills grant 10% increased attack damage. That adds 12 passive skills? That's just a lot. So it seems like 10 is just like the flat damage, and then 12 is like the specialized damage. There's martial prowess, deep cuts. I think martial prowess is actually okay, right? Increase attack damage, increase attack speed, increase global accuracy, and then damage with ailments. Along with deep cuts, which deep cuts reads, where is it? 15% chance to impale enemies on hit. Impales, you inflict last one additional hit. So it's like a mini champion passive. Well, that's not bad. I don't know. What's Smite the Weak? One added passive is Smite the Weak. Oh my gosh. I've just got to like memorize a bazillion new notables. 40% increased attack damage against maimed enemies. Attacks have 10% chance to maim on hit. Look at this one. This one's the same price. Oh, but it gives wand attacks. This is two-handers. Yeah, I'm looking for like dual wielding gives 100,000,000% chance. That's what we're looking for. Yeah, 12% increased attack damage with dual wielding. Deep cuts drive the destruction. What's that? Drive the destruction. That's total maximum recovery from life leech. It's attack damage, life leech, and increased total recovery per second from life leech. That's not that great. Now see, that's pretty nice. Added small passives also grant. That's pretty nice. Oh man. What is calamitous? This is gonna turn into a trading sim real quick here. Grab that jewel, then vol it. I know you think I'm stupid, but I'm just that other person on your shoulder who just wants your corrupted gear. Alright, let's do it. Screw it. It's not going to sell for 2 chaos. Right? The more important question is it going to be worth the price of the vol? The answer to that is no. This guy wants to buy it for 2 chaos. Oh, I would have voled it. I was just going to vol it. And this guy wants to buy it. I feel like that's good, man. I don't know. The Heralds. This guy's going for the Auto Bomber. Sammy G is getting a deal. He's getting a really, really top quality medium cluster jewel for 2 chaos. And he's going to laugh about it. He's going to go and tell, you know, his grandchildren. Man, during 3.10 Delirium League, I ripped off that guy G3 Iron. I bought a medium cluster jewel from him for like 2C. And it was really worth like a mirror and a half. Oh, it's always the fear with new items. I'm sorry that makes you so upset, WQ. I'm sorry, my man. But Deep Cuts does seem really good. Deep Cuts does seem really good. I need a ton of passive points. That's the thing. I need a ton of passive points to dump into this second passive tree. That seems really good, though. Is Deep Cuts the thing that I'm going to want on this build? That's another question. Probably. It's an Impale-based build, right? So Impale would let me get in another Impale. That's another big multiplier. I think Deadly Repartee is 5% chance to block attack damage while dual wielding, 30% increased attack critical strike chance while dual wielding, attacks deal 25% increased damage while dual wielding. That's a pretty good node. Insatiable Killer is 5% chance to gain a frenzy charge on kill while dual wielding, 5% increased attack speed, and attacks deal 20%. There's some decent nodes on there. The question is it going to be worth all the passives to get to them? That is always going to be the question. All right. Jungle Valley's complete. Oh, these are all complete, but I didn't complete the bonus. That's right. So I gotta, what do I gotta do? I gotta trans these, right? Yeah, here we go. Let's transmute all of these. Yeah, those passives look fun. They look fun. I don't know. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting to see exactly where like the cutoff point is for everybody's different builds, right? Like, how many passives can your build give up? Whether that's stats on the tree, whether that's something else entirely. Like, how many passives can you give up to go get some awesome broken thing? Can you give up passives? Are you playing a build that's like super passive starved, and so you need every single passive you can get? That might be a thing too. I don't know. I know that this Delirium fights, like the monster pack size is incredible. Like the monster density is pretty incredible. But the performance has definitely taken a clip. It's because the monster's spawning. It's not because of the fog. That's what they're saying. Which, if that's the case, that's fair. But it's nonetheless, it's a performance issue. It's definitely a performance issue. Also, it's just tough to stop and loot. It really is, because there's so many monsters. Oh, I lost my rampage. How did I lose my rampage? Apparently I stopped to loot too much. Oh my goodness. Alright, I need to keep going. Keep going with the distance. Oh no, I'm losing it. I'm losing it, Captain. Alright, what do we get? Imperial Delirium Orb. Orb of Fusing and a Pure Map. Alright. I'll take it. I'll take these orbs of delirium. I should run a delirium map and see what it's like, right? Should we do that tonight? See what these delirium maps are actually like? I'm probably going to go in and die like 1,000,000 times right away, right? That's most likely what will happen. It'll be like Blight maps. There will be very specific builds that will farm them very well. Oh, speaking of Blight, which I don't farm that well on Cyclone. So this will be interesting. Keep my rampage. Nope, can't keep it. Dang it. Alright, go here. Go here. Go here. We are a go for... Oh my gosh, did I just crash? First Blight encounter of the league, and I crash. You should vol the Delirium map? Maybe I should. Hey, what's up, Spencer? Welcome, welcome. Pro says, you missed a large cluster, Jewel? Where did I lose it? Where did I miss it? I'm going to have to run back through the map anyway. We'll see if I lost the map. That map was probably going to drop my Mirror of Calandra. Now I don't have it anymore. That's a bummer. Okay. The map still seems to be there. So that's good news. Paul X says, brings back 3.S memories. LOL. Yeah. Oh, those good old days. Those good old days when we just simply couldn't actually play the game because we were constantly crashing. Yeah. Alright, now I should have my rampage up. So we should be good to go. There we go. Alright. Rampage good to go. And I'm already going to need to weapon swap because lost my rampage. Alright, where is this large cluster jewel that I missed? At least I'm running back over ground that I've already run by. That's always a great feeling in Path of Exile. I always really like doing that. Hey, at least I didn't kill all these monsters, right? So at least there's still some monsters for me to kill. I don't see this large cluster jewel. Like during the Delirium encounter, I see a silver coin. I see a Delirium orb. Oh, there it is. You're right. By Jove, you're right. I shouldn't be shocked, but I am. You're right. All right, what do we get here? Ooh, let's take a look. Ooh la la. The Vivid Star adds 8 passive skills. Added small passive skills grant 10% increased spell damage. 1 passive skill is Arcane Heroism. 1 passive skill is Essence Rush. What is Arcane Heroism? That sounds good. Arcane Heroism. 10% chance to gain Arcane Surge when you hit a unique enemy. 30% increased effect of Arcane Surge on you. That's good. What's Essence Rush? You leech spell damage as energy shield. Okay. And it's got a jewel socket? I feel like that's a decent jewel. It'll probably be worth 1C. My Blight encounter is totally over by now, right? There's no hope of recovering this Blight encounter. Yeah. Sister Cassie is just going to be sitting there. Yep. She's just sitting there disappointed. It's just like, I can't believe you. I trusted you. Well, that was your first mistake. Oh my goodness, speaking of trusting. Holy moly. Oh, doubled bosses? Yeah, that's fine. Alright, map completed. Bonus map completed. Alright, let's get out of here. Yeah, I feel like this one's good. I'm going to put this one in the 10C tab. You know what I want, Iron. Yeah, you want me to vol it. I know that's what you want. Oh, it's not happening. It's going in a 10C tab. Let's see if anybody buys it. See if anybody wants it. Alright, what's next? We said the Jungle Valley map. Pro Wombat says, it says the passives when you're hovering over the item and holding tab. Oh, nice. Is that the advanced mod description on Jules? Yeah, it does. You're right. There you go. I don't need to look at that particular documente. That is great to note. All right, let's go through the mirror, through the looking glass. All right, we snapshotted our rampage, right? Yep, we have it. We have rampage. And so away we go. Distance from the mirror on this one's pretty good. Right, we should basically be able to go the entirety of this map. Did we get Fortify? I have so many buffs in the top left. I don't... Yeah, I do. I do. Okay. I can't keep track of them all. There's so many buffs up in the top left corner. Okay, switch to my good weapons, please. Game! Game! Thank you. Oh my goodness. So much lag. I don't know how I'm going to play this league without just complaining all the time. Like, this mechanic is fun. Pack density is fun. I like the theme. I like the aesthetic. I want it to be functional. I want it to work. I want it to work on my computer so I can enjoy this awesome mechanic. Am I dead? Is that... Yeah, I'm dead. I was just spinning there like on top of monsters. Like, what's going on? Yeah. I don't think I can play this mechanic. Like, this almost reminds me of Betrayal last year. Like, Betrayal was so depressing because I was like, all right, I want to play the mechanic, but the mechanic was so intrusive it would just attack you. And there would be times you'd load into a map and you would just be like, oh, I guess I'm going to die now because I can't see anything and my entire computer is just freezing up. I really don't want that to be the case for this league. Why? I feel like weapon swap is actually causing the lag. Like, when I weapon swap, I feel like it's not responding. Again, maybe I'm just not weapon swapping when there's a tick on the server going. Maybe I'm catching, like, the wrong moment to weapon swap. Wow, I'm doing 0 damage to these guys. That's pretty depressing. Yeah, I got out like a third. Not even. An eighth of that Legion encounter? Man, that's depressing. Oh, that was good. Fragmented Incubators, Diviners. What else? 5 Karui Splinters. That was good. It would have been even better if I would have gotten the whole thing, but it was something. Why am I frozen? Not frozen. I must have been stunned. Maybe as soon as I opened the chest, one of them charged me while I wasn't cycloning. One of the rare moments that my character's not cycloning. Alright, what do we get here? Oh, wow, that's actually a really good map. Really good strongbox there. Lots of maps. Bring on the maps. A diamond flask. Not bad. Alright, there we go. I'm not lagging for a moment. At least for the moment, I'm not lagging. So now let's see if I die, I can't QQ that I was lagging, right? You guys got to hold me accountable to that. Alright, here's all of our drops. Oh my goodness, I'm so slow. Rampage pop. There we go. What is up here? That's the elemental damage shrine, right? Isn't it? Oh, your hits have knockback. Nice. Just what I always wanted. Always wanted to knock back my opponents. Alright, Loom Chamber. And of course I ran out of Rampage right at the right moment. Alright, let's bring them all in. Group hug. Everybody get a selfie. Alright, there we go. Yeah, I think actually knockback, adding knockback onto attacks is actually pretty self-defeating for my build because I'm using close combat support, so I actually want to be right on top of stuff as I'm dealing damage. Touch Me says, the servers are still bad? Yes, Diz. They have not been that great for me. They've been off and on. They've been off and on. Jackal says, well, if you need to make a quick change until you get better equipment for Cyclone, Lacerate is doing really well with the mechanic. Okay, right on. Bim Bam says, for science, you could go to an area with no mirror and do some weapon swaps. Check for lag. Hubert says, LOL, my friend is farming humility on the blood aquas while I was mapping, and I got a tabula rasa from the map. Rip him. Hey, man, RNG is RNG. Like, there's nothing you can do about RNG. Can't be like, oh, LOL, this guy was magic finding while I was in Act 3 and a mirror of Calandra dropped. Ha 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 ha. Like, RNG is RNG. Alright, where else was I going to go? I was eventually going to go down here so I can start messing around with these passive jewels. I think that's what I want to do. Just so that way I can start messing around with them. Alright, incubators. We're going to put incubators into like a, what? Into like a 2C tab. Let's do this into a, what? Public. Where's my fragment tab? There it is. I probably should quality this up, huh? I got plenty of blacksmiths. Whoops. That'll add some DPS onto my build. Was this already 20 quality? Yeah, that one already is. Alright, anything else? I don't have that many portal scrolls left. Don't have that many wisdom scrolls left either. There we go. Alright. Do I already have this one, this one? Okay, Pier is the one that I don't have done. I must have just put that one away. Alright, let's finish this one. Can we do an Atlas mission? We could. Let's do an Atlas mission with Alva. Oh wait, I could do it over here, right? On the map device. I could look like one of the cool new kids. What's up, Thorka? Welcome, welcome. Season is going well so far. Diz says, I was putting off playing the game till the servers got better. Lol. Is that the Wilson full effect coming over into PoE? The Wilson effect is in full effect. It's in full swing. Alright, here's the mirror. Whoops. Alright, let's go. Let's take this thing the distance. We've got Rampage going. Are we killing stuff? Oh, this is going to be an items drop? That doesn't seem very good. Just, like, rare armor? Eh. Doesn't seem very good. But, I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. I'll be wrong again. Alright, gotta keep moving. Gotta keep moving. Whoa, Vol Molten Shell is actually needed. Yeah, I know I'm doing you as an Alva daily mission, but at the moment, that would take me into another zone and I would lose the fog. And I'm on a roll. Look at this. We're on a roll with this fog. Something just dropped. That was good. Do Do I dare go back for it? Up here map. Never mind, nothing that was good dropped. Oh my. Look at all these monsters. Ah! Why are they teleporting everywhere? What is that lag? What is that lag? They're down at the bottom of the screen. And I'm half a screen away. That is frustrating. All right. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go kill this boss. Let's go kill this boss. That is super frustrating. Like, I was doing well on that fog encounter. I had momentum. I had rampage going. I wasn't fat fingering my flasks. Things were going well. And then just all of a sudden it's like, nah, you can't see anything. And you're half a screen away from where the damage source was, but you're dead now. Okay. I mean, whatever you say, server. You're the boss. That's pretty frustrating. It's not unplayable frustrating, it's just frustrating. The game is still very, very playable. It's just frustrating is all. I'm not mad, I'm just tilted, which is mad. Oh, detonate. Watch out. Anything good? Jeweler's Orb? Orb of Chance? Okay, Orb of Scouring. Maybe it's my weapon swap setup that's just like dicking with the server? I don't know. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe weapon swap is messing with it. Maybe if I didn't have a weapon swap setup, I'd be doing better on server consistency. I don't know. I'm trying to think what else it is that could be like potentially triggering it. Oh my gosh. Because Alva takes so long, I can't enter the map with Rampage. Okay. Thanks a lot, Alva. Thanks a lot there, sweet cheeks. Pull these guys all in. Let's get a big group hug. Group selfie. Alright, did we kill the upgrade guy? I think we did. Yeah, we did. Alright, anything else to kill? Hey, we kept the rampage going. That's good news. Did I did not summon a war chief. Oh no, I did. I did. He just showed up 5 seconds later. I am maintaining a positive outlook on life. Wow. That's that's a thing. Yeah, I think it might be the weapon swap. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's not, though, because before I even had this Invictus, right? I was still lagging, and the crash happened when I launched Blight, not when I weapon swapped. Maybe this is a league where crash on weapon swap is the meme. Maybe that's the meme this league. Did anything get drop here? A Jeweler's Orb and a Lightning Coil. Lightning Coil used to be good. Converting damage into an elemental source. Converting physical damage into an elemental source and then taking it down a notch or two. That used to be a thing. It's less a thing now. Got a lot of different ways to deal with physical damage now. All right, through the gauntlet. Into the boss. Out of the map. Cast on Death Portal for faster movement. Yeah, that's a viable solution right now for server stability. It's legitimate. Roderick says the mobs that get me are the tall dudes that shoot anime laser beams all over the place. Gotta watch out for those guys. Anime laser beams. Alright, we'll put this in here. Do I even have any space in here for any of this crap anymore? Basically, no. Alright, all of these should go in the flask section. I'm already disorganized. I'm a day into the league, and I'm already disorganized with my stash tabs. That is a good sign, actually, I guess, because that means it's dropping. Stuff is dropping, so that's good. Alright, I probably actually want to pull out my... We're going to call this toilet paper sales aisle. There we go. I'm going to pull my Exalt out of there. So that way, tomorrow when I sign on and fire up the stream, I don't get a million pings for the wrong price. That'd be kind of a bummer. Alright, let's empty our inventory out and take an evaluation. Where are we at here? Those are going to be GCP. What do we get for regular jewels here? Totem damage, knockback, crappy chaos ring, block chance, projectile speed. Crap. Let's throw it into our 10C tab. Let's throw our maps into our map tab. All right, so this is what we're sitting on. We're sitting on 1x6 chaos at the end of day 2. I've gotten, what, 2 different types of delirium orbs, so we'll try those out tomorrow as we continue to level. I am now presently level 70 on Draconis Duelist. I'm liking the way how Cyclone is feeling. This is the way how our tree looks at the moment. It's a bit spread out. I need 2 more Orbs of Regret. Do I have those Orbs of Regret right now? No, I don't. So tomorrow we'll farm up 2 more Orbs of Regret, and then we'll pull those passive nodes over here, and then we will start allocating and messing around with the new jewel sockets. So that's the plan for tomorrow. Thanks so much to everybody for coming out and hanging out and watching. Before you drop the stream for the night and go watch whatever it is that you're going to go watch, probably some G3 Iron videos on YouTube, can you make sure that you give us a like on the stream? That lets me know that you enjoyed your time here tonight on the stream. And other than that, I hope that today in this league with 3.10 Delirium is indeed the league. A Mirror of Calandra will drop for you. I will be live in a little over 12 hours from now, streaming again once all of my family to-dos are done tomorrow. So anyway, have a great night, everybody, or a great morning, wherever you're at in the world. Stay safe. Life is hardcore, and I hope a Mirror of Calandra drops for you.